I'm so late. I'm so late. I am so late. I'm unbelievably late. I am the latest Eggy. I am the latest Eggy in the world. Hello, Eggy. Hello. I am late. Only 90 minutes. Look, okay, I had a very bad a whack. I had a very bad a whack. I had a very bad a whack. And then this stream required a few extra steps to set up. Also, there might be some technical difficulties for reasons that you will see when I move to the next screen. Yeah, and also I kept getting distracted. And also, can I complain? This is gonna be complaining. Can I complain? It's Eggy Complaints Hour. I had a bad a whack. I had a bad a whack. I was sleepy. I had a bad a whack. And I woke up and then, so I didn't get to do groceries yesterday because you know how I was on a trip for like a week and then I came home and I have like zero foods. Like even I'm not even sure what I'm going to eat for lunch today because I'm like, yesterday I was like trying to make soup out of whatever was left and was still edible, but I was going through stuff and I'm like, okay, well, this has gone bad, and this has gone bad, and like this is still edible, but like I think it's not gonna last much longer, so I'll probably just use part of what's left and throw out the rest of it. This has gone bad, this has gone bad. So I'm like, if I can't make that same meal again today, because like all I have left, I think, is just like rice. Like rice is the only thing that is still good. I guess maybe I could try making peanut noodles. I think I have the stuff for that, since a lot of it is like pasta or it's like frozen ingredients. You're only 8 episodes of Over the Garden Wall late. So yeah, no, breakfast was a pain to make because I was like trying to run around figuring out like what there is. Eventually I found cereal, but it took a while. And then, yeah, there was more stuff that I had to get in line before I started. But now I am here. Unfortunately, another mystery I will actually need to solve before starting is, trying to solve the mystery of why there is a question mark on my face. I don't know why there's a question mark on my face. If anybody, I legitimately don't know why there's a question mark on my face. I don't know what source this is from. I'm gonna have to go through, I didn't notice it until I was like setting up. I don't know why there's a question mark. It's not coming from VTube Studio. Oh wait, no, it is coming from VTube Studio. Why? I don't know. Was this like, okay, I don't know what this is. I don't remember dragging this into the screen. Why is there a question mark on my face? Hold on. Maybe if I can I pin it to my nose? There we go. Glad that that's solved. I still don't know why it's there in the first place. My best guess is maybe like there was like something that didn't load properly. Like was there like an item that didn't load properly? Because I'm like, why is there a question mark? Like, can I make it bigger? Can I make it bigger? No. I can't make it bigger or smaller. I'm assuming this is like maybe the default error for like if something doesn't load properly. Oh god, now it's stuck to me. I can't get it off. I can't get it off. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Maybe I eliminate all items. Remove all items from scene. Okay, there we go. We got that solved. We fixed it. We fixed it. That's good because I actually had no idea where it was coming from. I just saw it in front of me when I loaded it, when I like loaded up OBS, and I was like, what is going on? I thought maybe there was like another source in OBS that didn't load correctly, but I was trying to think of like, out of all the things that would be in front of my face, I can't really think of what it would be. So, strange and unusual. Strange and unusual. It's a very strange and unusual morning. But yes, good morning. Have a strange and unusual morning to Jordan the Kitty, and to Jake, and to Lich Chicken, and to Devins, and to Panis, and to Penboo, and to Shinix, and to Tsundarathalos on YouTube. There we go. There we go. Good morning, Eggy. I hope you are having a spoopy and creepy Halloween. I hope that, I don't know. I feel I'm like, on one hand, I feel like a hypocrite because I feel like I spent this entire month being like, people aren't getting into the Halloween spirit, and then I proceed to not plan anything for Halloween. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I need to put on my maybe I'll put on my gintama kigurumi later, so I can at least say that I'm in a costume. I mean, is it really a costume if it's already something you are, though? Like, if I'm already an egg, and then I put on an egg costume, like, what am I? That's just an outfit. That's just me. Glasses on? Okay. Halloween is a weird one because it's a night holiday, so you gotta pretend during the day that nothing is unusual. I mean, I guess, but like, even when you're a kid, usually you like dress up at school, right? Unless your school didn't allow it. I remember when I was in spa school, so the spa school was part of a broader like college. It was kind of, I guess, closer to a community college. And everybody there dressed up. Not so much in my program. I think I was the only one dressed up in my program. But like, when I was walking around the school during lunch and stuff, there was people everywhere dressed for Halloween, right? But then I went to university and nobody would ever dress up. Like, I would walk around campus and I'd be the only one in a costume. And I'm like, excuse me? Excuse me? Dress as a hypocrite. Thank you for telling me I'm not a hypocrite. Put a pumpkin PNG on screen. Let's look through the VTube Studio items, because I'm sure there's got to be something. There's got to be something. Item settings? Let's see. What do we got? Ooh, we have ears. We have black cat ears. We have bunny ears. We have... there's a clown nose. I can be a clown. I can be... Will this load in properly? Nope, this will not load in properly. Cool, thanks. Actually, is there just like... Are any of the items loading in properly now that I think of it? Like... No, okay, some of them are. Some of them are.
Batte pop-up, batte pop-up. Batte pop-up, batte pop-up, batte pop-up.
Good morning, Faye. Happy Halloween, Faye. And happy Halloween, JD274. In college, I was a sunflower. I've told... Yeah, you told the story. The sunflower. No, Ooh, what can I be? It's a little early. There's a lot of Christmas stuff. I do have a pirate hat. Should I wear the pirate hat? Let's see. Do I have anything else here? I have cat ear and a pirate hat. There's a pacifier. I can be a baby. There's a party hat. I can be a little birthday boy. There's a halo. I guess I can be an angel. Was it better to say Happy Halloween at night? I don't know. Like, it's 12:33. It's technically, it's the PM. It counts. It's the afternoon. The sun is still up? Oh, so it only counts once it's sundown? But, like, to be fair, the sun goes down at, like, what? Like, 6 p.m. these days? 7 p.m.? We're not that far off. If I say Merry Christmas and it's December 24th, are you gonna go, actually? Actually? It's not Christmas yet? But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's Halloween like the reverse to April Fool's Day? Because you know how April Fool's Day, you're usually supposed to do stuff in the morning? I guess Halloween is like the opposite of that? You're supposed to do it at night? But yeah. The sun is still up. I think I will go. Go where? Spooky places. Yeah. Here in Germany, Christmas is on the 24th. Oh, thank you, Agumi's Dungeon. Thank you for sprouting. Actually. Okay, well then if I wish you Merry Christmas on the 23rd, are you gonna be like, actually? Like if I say Happy Easter and it is not, it's like a couple days before Easter. If I say Happy Easter and it's like Good Friday, are you gonna be like, actually? Actually? I think I would go and tell you, actually, Christmas is on the 25th. Actually. Actually. Like, what about if I say happy early birthday? If I wish you a happy early birthday, when it's like a day or two before your birthday, are you gonna be like, actually? I mean, I guess I put early. But if I say happy birthday, because I know I'm not gonna see you for the next few days, are you gonna be like, actually, my birthday's in 2 days? Actually. Get it right. Eggy, you still haven't wished me happy birthday. I don't even know when your birthday is. Actually. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I'm actually terrible with birthdays. Maybe I'm just a bad person. I'm actually very bad with birthdays. Like, I'm surprised that I can remember my own birthday at this point. Like, he was the 24th. Oh, right! Right, because I was away. You invited me, but I was away. Yes, Merry Christmas now, because clearly the rules mean nothing. It's the 25th of December. If you say otherwise, you're dead to me. Merry Christmas. When's the wedding? You saw the drawing. I know. I keep them in a calendar. See, you're making much more of an effort than I do, because, like, even as a kid, like, for the longest time, I actually did not know if my sister's birthday, because my sister's birthday, oh, thank you, Bakar. Thank you for sprouting. My sister, I actually did not know exactly when her birthday was for an embarrassingly long amount of time. Because the thing is, she had one of those days where it was like, because we'd keep celebrating it on different days when I was a kid. Like, sometimes I'd celebrate it on one day because it was a weekend. Sometimes we celebrated on the day of. Sometimes we wouldn't. So because of that, like, for the longest time, I actually did not know, like, there was 2 days, and I wasn't sure which day my sister was actually born for, like, an embarrassing amount of time. And even now, I'm still not 100% sure. And I feel like my family may be trying to gaslight me about it. Like, they might be like, I'm just like, yeah, it was on this day. And they're like, no, it was on the day after. It's always been there. What are you talking about? Yeah. I remember the birthdays of my friends, mostly because they also coincide with a lot of very special moments and anniversaries. Yeah, I'm trying to think, because, like, I feel like most of the friends' birthdays that I could remember as a kid were, like, ones where, yeah, I guess they coincided with something else, or they were, like, close to my birthday. Like, I had a friend when I was in elementary school whose birthday was, like, exactly 10 days after mine. So I could always remember it because I was like, oh, yeah, that's easy to remember. That's basic numbers. But yeah, like, I feel like on their own, I'm just like, I'm not good with that. I guess I can remember my family's birthdays. But also, I don't know. My family's birthdays are, like, very scrunched together, except for me. They're all in the first half of the year. And then there's me in May. And I know that, like, usually by the time my birthday comes around, I mean, I guess at least there's a break. Because my their birthdays are all scrunched at the beginning of the year. And then there's, like, a gap of, like, a couple months. And then it's my birthday. So I guess by the time my birthday comes around, they're all, like, nice and refreshed and ready to celebrate birthdays again. I remember February 9th for an ex-girlfriend's birthday because we broke up on her birthday and broke up. I mean, I still got Dum Dum coping years later. Well, evidently you still remember the day. 3/5 of my family's born in August. Yeah, why did that keep... How? I remember your birthday because it's 2 days apart of Huchapa's birthday and Swing Out Twisted Moment of Fate that wants me to make 1,000 drawings on that week. I don't know. Is there, like... I wonder if there's, like, VTuber birthday season. Like... I wonder if there's, like, a time of year when VTubers are more likely to have birthdays. Because, like, that's the cool thing with being a VTuber, right? Because, like, you can choose your birthday to a certain extent, which you can't do as a human, as a regular flesh person. We have a ton of October birthdays in my family. Yeah. My birthday coincides with Marco's, and Grace's birthday is also that same week. I wonder, maybe... Because, like, if you're a VTuber, you can have your birthday whenever you want. And you could probably do it like that for planning reasons, right? Like, I didn't think about it this way when I have my birthday. But, like, having a birthday in May is actually a little bit convenient. Because, like... it means that you have this huge gap to plan for, right? Because, like, a lot of the, like, big holidays that you want to do special stuff for, it's all towards the end of the year, right? Like, it's all, like, October, November, December. But if you have a birthday in the spring or, like, early summer, that's, like, 6 months away. You only have to plan one big event. Also, too, for me, because my streaming anniversary, like, my debut anniversary is in November. So, yeah, it's, like... cool, 6 months apart. I only have to plan, like, 2 big things a year, and they're 6 months apart. I shared a birthday with Tuxedo Mask, not sure how to feel about it. I've conveniently placed my VTuber birthday about 6 months away from my debut anniversary. Exactly, it's just more convenient that way. You know? You have exactly 6 months between big celebrations. And I guess, I don't know. If I ever decided to release merch for one of those occasions, I feel like that would also make it easier on everybody else. You guys have like 6 months to save up for things again. Yeah. So that means I have time until April's due live duty. You have time until April? Are you zhonging your penorts? What? Hello, good morning, Shalath. Or Shala. I just realized that was like the, as in like the word the. Mahjong Morady. It's Foodie 10 Friday. It's Foodie 10 Friday. Foodie 10 Friday. It's okay. I wanted to do zhong this week. And I have my reasons, as you will see soon. But yeah, I guess this will be, because I don't think I'm going to be streaming this weekend. So I guess this is going to be like there's going to be like 2 zhong streams in a row. So we're going to get Foodie 10 Friday, and I think we're still going to do normal Mahjong Monday. I don't know how next week is going to go. Because, like, as I had mentioned a while back, I did find a seasonal job. So I'm going to be employed soon. But I'm not sure exactly actually when I'm starting. Because I have my training, like, later. I have my training in a few days, actually. But I was looking at the schedule that they provided, and the location I'm working at, they don't actually begin business until, like, halfway through November. So I'm not sure if there's going to be work to do before that, like if they're going to put it at other places, or if like we're going to be helping with like setting it up or something. But yeah, so I don't know. I guess I'll know by Sunday what things are going to look like. But yeah, it's possible that next week will be normal, and it's possible that next week may not be normal. So we'll see. I looked up anime birthdays, and it seems I share my birthday with Dog from Mahjong Soul. Yeah, congrats on the job. Thank you. I mean, I'll be dealing. It's a seasonal one, so I'm gonna be unemployed again in January. But at least I will have something for the holidays. I wonder, like, okay, hold on. EGGY birthday is May 20th. Anime birthdays. Is there like a site? I'm sure there's gotta be a site where you can just like look it up by date, right? Let's look for. EGGY birthday is May 20th. Who am I sharing it with? Let me see. Oh, the site froze. Very cool, thanks. Is there anybody from Mahjong Soul that I'm sharing a birthday with? Because what do I got? I mean, it's Ina Hololive. We got Bansai from Gintama. We got wow, there's really not that many people, I guess. Somebody from Tokimeki Memorial too. Setsuna from Fire Emblem Fates. Let's see, anybody else? There's not that many people. Really? That's it? I share a birthday with one of the Chinese synth V, one of the Chinese synth V voice banks. That's it? That's it? When are the okay, can I search by anime maybe? Mahjong. I search by anime and see when these characters have their birthdays. Let's see. Ichihime is... When is your birthday? No, I know who your voice actor is. When is your birthday? This is the anime birthday site. Why can't I find your birthday here? Ah, January 11th. Okay. Oh, I guess it's 111. Okay. Kaguya is... Kaguya Hime is... June 18th. Yui is... September 7th. Okay, what about the ones that... What about the other ones? Okay, let's see. They have all the characters. Wheelchair Girl is March 21st. I mean, that's kind of sounds like May 20th. Is there a special site for it? I just googled anime birthdays. The site I'm using is called animecharactersdatabase.com. Again, I don't know if it's totally reliable, because I don't know where they're sourcing these birthdays from. Let's see. Anju? I'm like looking through the characters that I have. Anju is May 16th. That's pretty close. That's close enough. Anju is... Yeah, May 16th. That's close enough. That's close to May 20th. What other characters do I have? Because I feel like I've been playing with Yui a lot just because I had the Sanrio. I had the Sanrio outfit for her. Yuzu. I think I have her as well. I don't use her much though. August 21st. Okay. Zan? Oh, Zan is the guy who Bodega likes to use. And his birthday is July 2nd. Okay. Miki. The other default. February 14th. Oh, of course, they put her on Valentine's Day. Imagine not sharing a birthday with a Love Live girl. Cringe. I can't believe there's, like, franchises with 1 billion characters, and I don't share a birthday with any of them. You telling me there's this many girls in Idolmaster? Oh, wait, no, it's October. Yeah, you're telling me there's this many girls in Idolmaster, and I don't share a birthday with any of them? Like, I mean, I guess I got at least one Hololive girl, but, like, you know, you're telling me that there's this many, like, Toho? Like, do I not share a birthday with a single Toho girl? There's, like, 1 billion of them. Not a single Idolmaster girl? Not a single Love Live girl? Oh, wait, hold on. There's other... Okay, actually, no. We got somebody from Side M's. Daigo Kabuto from Idolmaster Side M. Okay, so somebody from Idolmaster shares a birthday with me. Yeah, like, there's other Idol franchises. They're just not... There's other Idol franchises, but they're not the ones I'm terribly familiar with. But yes. I know the word Kabuto means helmet. Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? Helmet man. I mean, I guess helmet is like a real last name people have in English, right? But yeah. Mahjong Soul doesn't have a character with my birthday. Unbelievable. All these characters, not a single one with my birthday. How did they not know to put one on this terribly arbitrary day? Unbelievable. How could they do this to me? Or maybe there is one. I just haven't found it yet. But they didn't have any listed for my day, so I guess not. I guess not. Ugh. Here we go. Yeah, isn't any birthday arbitrary? Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess maybe if you have birthdays that, like, coincide with certain things. But usually then it's, like, that's just a holiday, right? Like, there are people who are born on, like, Christmas or on Easter, or, you know. I like how in Idol there is zero overlap on birthdays. I know it's for merch purposes, but realism says they should be. Yeah, I mean, surely if you have enough characters in your franchise, you're going to run out of days, right? There's only 365 days in a year. And maybe fewer if you're trying to avoid having overlaps at holidays. So if you're trying to make sure no one has a birthday on, like, Christmas or Valentine's Day or Halloween, then, like, that takes out a couple days. You're going to run out of birthdays, right? Eggy, random question, did you make this BGM? I did, yes. I made it ages ago, actually. When I was, So when I was starting VTubing, I didn't know what Dova syndrome was, and I didn't have enough money to commission custom BGM. So I just, like, plink-plonked on my ukulele over some, like, bird sound effects. And then I think I redid the mixing on it later because I didn't like how it sounded initially because I didn't know how to record things properly. But yeah. Yeah, if you have like 30 people, it's like more than 50% someone will share the same birthday. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I ever like, in my classes at school as a kid, I'm trying to think if I ever met somebody who had the same birthday as somebody else. Actually, no. Okay, in high school, I had a friend who had the same birthday as me. That's true. That's true. But I'm trying to think, like, within... Because, like, my grade 8 class had, what, like 28 people in it? So, I don't remember if anybody shared a birthday with somebody else. Like... like, I'm trying to think of throughout the times I was in school. Well, okay. There was actually... Well, they don't count. There was a pair of twins that were in my class at some point. I think they moved schools later. They had the same birthday, obviously, but, like, that doesn't count. They're twins. That's, like, the whole point. Yeah. I have a summer birthday, so I never got school birthday stuff. Unfortunate! I actually feel bad. Having a summer birthday is, like, the worst thing. Because, like, summer birthday is, like... No, you don't get to celebrate it at school because everyone's not at school. And it's even hard to plan a birthday party because everyone's on vacation, right? But, oh well, now I'm full grown. What do I do? What do I care now? Yeah, I guess you're still in the office in the summer. No, I think, I'm trying to think, because, like, I remember there was one year my sister, there was 2 girls who had birthdays in the summer. And they ran into the issue. I don't remember if they ended up doing, I think they ended up doing some kind of joint birthday party because basically what happened is that like they each had birthday parties planned and it was supposed to be at the same day, at the same time, and the girls had both invited each other. Because they didn't realize, I guess it was both like summer birthdays, but they wanted to celebrate it like in June before everybody gets busy with other stuff. So yeah. Although, I don't know, I guess maybe it's okay to have a birthday when you're at summer camp, right? Because, like, a birthday at summer camp, there's still people around to celebrate it, right? The twins count as the same person. No, but, like, they didn't look alike. They were, what's it called? Fraternal twins. Like, you know, where they don't look alike? It was also, like, one of them was a boy and the other was a girl. Like, they were fraternal twins. But obviously, because they were twins, they were born on the same day, right? Ugh. Yeah. What if your twin gets into presence and someone in guards recognize you on the street and be like, hey, stop right there? Well, it's like, surely they wouldn't have access to the information that this prisoner has a twin, right? I don't know. Because, like, sometimes I think I'm like... Even if 2 people are twins, surely, like, a lot of... Even identical twins that I've seen, I feel like a lot of them still have, like, different interests and different voices and ways of talking and moving, right? I know twins that didn't share a birthday because one was born at, like, 11:58 p.m. and the other at 12:07 a.m. I bet the one that was born at 11:58 is so annoying about it. Like, actually, I am older. Hi, Eggy. Hi, Boothberry. Hello. Ugh. 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 She kind of was like, yes, I'm the older sibling. This is a whole day older. Yeah. I don't know. Can you imagine, like, twins who were born at, like, midnight at the end of the year? Like, one of them is born on, like, January 31st at 11:54, and the other one's born on, like... Sorry, December 31st at, like, 11:54, and the other one's born on, like, January 1st at, like, you know, 12:05. I don't actually know how far apart twins are usually born. Thank you, Briar Knowledge, for sprouting. Welcome! We have a raid from Yuzu Adagio. Hello, Yuzu. I am currently yapping. I am yapping, but we're gonna zhong soon. Don't worry, we're gonna zhong soon. I have lots of things to do in the zhong. But yeah. Hello, how was your stream, though? Were you also zhonging? What were you doing? How was your stream? Introduction. I am NiceEggy, for those who are not familiar. I am NiceEggy. I am nice, and I am an eggy. And today I am zhonging, which is usually what I do on Monday, but it is Friday. It's okay. We're shaking up a bit. But usually I also sing and also stream comfy games. So hello. Yes. Parents be like, let's tell them on the same day. I'm not having 2 kids' birthdays in a row. I was playing Xenogears. Good stream, but I'm suddenly very tired, so here we are. Very sleepy. I hope you can have nice and good resting if you need it. Yeah. We were talking about twins. I'm like, imagine, yeah, like one of them is born December 21st and the other one's January 1st. It's like, actually, I'm like a whole year older. Actually. Well, isn't it like, I'm trying to remember how it works, but I remember when I was into K-pop, like the Korean birthday system is kind of weird. I can't remember how it works. Like, let me just like Google it to make sure that I'm remembering it correctly. So, let's see. So in the traditional Korean age system, a person is considered 1 year old at birth, and everyone adds a year on January 1st regardless of their birthday. So, if you were born... Okay, example. If you were born in December 2000, by January 2001, you would already be 2 years old in Korean age, but only 1 month old in international age. That is wild. So I am remembering it correctly. Correctly. Like, you can be 2 years old despite not actually being a month old yet. Like, I remember, like, when they would talk about idols, you'd have, like, the Korean age and you would have the international age. Yeah, I've heard that. Seems confusing. Like, even I remember with K-pop, a lot of the times when, like, trying to ask someone how old they are or determine who's the youngest, I feel like sometimes they wouldn't ask people, like, how old they are. They would just ask what year they were born. So if you're like, oh yeah, this guy was born in 1999, and everyone will go, oh, okay. Like, I don't know why they did it that way. But, yeah. I also don't know if they still do it that way. But yeah, no, I'm not sure why they did it that way. But yeah, I remember that was like a whole thing when I was into K-pop of just like the, your like international age. It seems like a bureaucratic nightmare for passports. Yeah, of like being a different age based on what country you're in. Yeah, I mean, I imagine, well, passports don't usually put their age, right? Because obviously like the age changes, but like the year of birth doesn't. I feel like usually on your passport, they just put the year of birth, right? Because that's not going to change, right? Especially for, like, IDs. I feel like if an ID put your actual age on it, you'd have to get it, like, constantly renewed, right? That's why they just usually put the year of birth. Because, like, your passport, like, I've had my passport for, like... How long have I had my passport? I got it done in 2017. I've had my passport for 8 years. Everybody check off passage of time on your Eggy bingo card. It's been 8 years. I only have another 2 years with this passport. It's gonna be so weird to get a new passport. I mean, like, this is the passport that I went to Japan with. So I'm like, part of me is just like, yeah, that's gonna be weird to have like another passport that does not have like the extra page that has my like Japan visa in it. Yeah. Mahjong Gacha are truly inescapable horrors that truly rot the soul and drain our vital essence. Hello, Furrow. Good afternoon. Yeah, I'm up in a couple months. It's on the to-do list. Yeah, like my passport is... It's not... Like, I don't know. I don't have to think about it for another couple years. But it's also like... If I want to be able to travel, I should keep that in mind. This will expire in 2027. But I got another, like, 2 years or so, right? Surely I can go somewhere within those 2 years. I don't know. International travel. International travel. I don't know. I had a good time on my trip, though. Even though it was not international, it was just taking a train to a different city. I'm like... I feel like... I am going down a dark path in the sense that I'm like, am I going to be the kind of person that, like, needs to go on a little trip once every few months to remain sane? Because that is a very expensive hobby to develop. Millions Mahjong. Hello, Baraklav. Yeah, usually counties won't let you in if it's within 6 months of expiration, regardless of the duration of stay, so keep that in mind. Interesting. I mean... But that's still like another year to think about it, right? But yeah, 10 years with the same passport. My passport picture also does not look good. I don't look good in my passport picture. I mean, I don't think anyone does, but like, the thing with my passport picture is that like, it's a mix of things where it's like, okay, it's 2017 makeup trends of the time that I'm wearing. But on the other, so it looks outdated, but it also has the second problem of like, I think my mom at the time was like, don't do anything too extreme with your makeup. Because like, you don't want the photo, you don't want to like look at the photo later and regret it, right? Or like, you don't want it to be like too weird, right? You know, you should look pretty plain for your passport picture. But like, the thing is that like, the way I did my makeup, because, like, at the time, I did not wear plain makeup. Like, basic beige, nude, like, that was not what I was doing, right? And I just remember, like, I look at my photo now, and I'm just like, I don't look like this. I never look like this. Even at the time, I never looked like this. Like, hold on, I'm gonna, like, I need to, like, pull it out and look at it for a second. Yeah, like the page with my Japanese visa on it, I will say I do look like that. That does look like me. I recognize that as me. The passport page, like, I am wearing, well, first of all, my eyebrows are weirdly long, because that was, like, the style at the time, I guess. But, like, my lips look so weird. My lips look really weird, because I'm, like, wearing a shade of lipstick that I basically never wear. It's like this, like, nude pink. It was like this matte nude pink. And I'm like, I look weird. It looks weird. Like, in trying to look normal, I actually feel like I look less normal. I look less like myself. I'm surprised that, like, when I show my passport, when I have to show my ID, that they, like, let me through, because I'm like, do I even look like this? I don't look like this. I just straight up don't look like this. Yeah, you get the new passport design when you were new. It's very fancy. Yeah, I've seen it. Aren't the pictures in black and white that now, though? Because, like, I know this one is in color. Like, my photo is printed in color. But I think some of the new ones are printed in black and white, right? I mean, my visa photo, my Japan visa photo is printed in black and white. actually think I look pretty nice in my Japan visa photo. I look kind of nice. Like, my hairstyle looks better. And I think I did my makeup in a way that it, like, looks good in black and white, you know? I just, like, I had what probably would have looked like too much blush in person looks like just perfect in the photo. It's in black and white. Okay, I'll have to make sure to do my makeup accordingly. I don't know. I don't know if black and white cameras still work like this, but I remember, like, reading that, like, back in the day for, like, black and white movies, the cameras were, like, I guess extra sensitive to the color red. So, like, the reason why, like, makeup had to be done in the way that it was, like, basically anything that was red would show up as black on camera in black and white. So, like, if you had, like, bright red lipstick, it would show up as black on camera. So they had to do makeup accordingly. So I'm like, maybe if I put on just slightly too much blush, it will look, like, nice and cute in the black and white photo. Imagine Century Eggy now. Black hair, inverted outfit colors. Yeah, but that's not black and white. Century Eggy would still be... That's not black and white. Yeah, very old movies required actors to wear super strange makeup. Yeah, because it's like, it wouldn't pick up colors in the usual way, so you had to, like, work around that. It is interesting. But, yeah, I don't know. I will miss the old passport. I'm also kind of mad because the visa photo for when I was in Japan was different from the photo that they put on my Zairyu card, which is like the I guess like resident card for people who are coming from outside Japan. Yeah, the photo on my Zairyu card is awful and terrible. I hate it. It's like the one that I had to submit, like, it's basically a photo, like, it's not even a proper ID photo. It's like a photo I took in my room that I had my mom take for me because I needed a photo to submit. And I, like, it was middle of, like, COVID lockdown time when I was trying to submit this, so I couldn't go anywhere to get it done. Yeah, so I look really weird in the photo on my Zairyu card. I don't like it at all. My face looks lopsided. And also my bangs were growing out at the time, so, like, my face looks very lopsided and very oblong. I don't like it at all. But, like, again, the one on my visa is like, nice and round and cute. I don't know why. Ugh. Okay. We will get to the zhonging very soon. We will get to the zhonging very soon. Yeah. Who's up zhonging this Halloween? You, presumably. You, presumably. Alright. But let's go zhonging. Let's go zhonging. I think the people are primed and ready for zhonging. So.
I can zhong EGGY.
I can't zhong? What do you mean you can't zhong? You can zhong if you believe in yourself. But here we go. We're going gaming here. Let me turn off the egg BGM. Because, I believe I have the Zhong BGM on. Are you guys hearing it? Is it of an appropriate volume? Is the music of an appropriate volume? Looking into the old film, it seems like it was the film basically turned colors outside of the green to violet range to be basically black. Yeah. But I guess it was like shades of it, right? Because, like, if you have something that's pink, it probably wouldn't show up as dark as something that's like red, right? So I guess they were trying to, like, work within those constraints. It's interesting. Zhong volume is good. Okay. Yeah, the, I mean, even for, like, modern film makeup, I imagine there's probably certain tricks that you gotta use. But modern film makeup is very different, right? Because, like, we're getting, like, not only color, but also, like, high definition and close-up shots. So it's, like, it's even more important for the makeup to, you know, not stand out too much unless it's supposed to, right? Because, like, there's certain things that cameras can do that make things kind of weird, right? Yesterday I was streaming my browser on Discord. I accidentally left the stream on while watching you and muting my VC. Wait, did you just stream Eggy to everybody? My friends thought I was the one streaming with a voice changer. Our voices don't sound anything alike, though. I don't think we sound that similar. Kuro's secretly speaking with a Canadian accent the entire time. Like, even if you use a voice changer, I feel like other stuff like accent and pronunciation is still gonna make it through, right? Like, I don't think we talk that similarly. I don't know. Recently, though, I got hit with, you know how on YouTube you get those, like, AI bonk, like, the AI dubs. I don't know why I call it bonk. I felt like I was being bonked with it because I got jump scared by it. I was watching a YouTube short that was in Japanese originally, and YouTube decided that I don't speak Japanese. So, I got hit with the AI dub, but the confusing thing with the AI dub was that, like, I feel like the AI dub voice for this video gave the speaker, like, an accent that she doesn't have. Like, usually, it was so weird, because usually they do it with, like, the default, like, just, like, English voice, right? But, like, for some reason, they gave her, like, what I think was, like, an Indian accent? I don't know what the deal was with that. Because she was still speaking English, but, like, the original speaker was speaking Japanese without any accent, as far as I'm aware. It was very confusing. I did not care for it at all. I turned it off immediately. I speak enough Japanese to watch this makeup review. It's fine. I was watching a singing shorts, but it was AI dub, so it was just Iris out in bad English TTS. Yeah, I don't know. Surely there's got to be, like, a way for them to figure out, like, if a song, like, if a video is a song or not. Because I've had that happen, too, with, like, other, like, music videos. Where it's, like, it doesn't dub over the song, it just speaks and doesn't play any of the music properly. And I'm like, surely there's got to be a way on YouTube to have something marked as, like, this is a music video, please don't AI dub it, thanks. Or, I've also seen issues with, like, I remember somebody saying they were watching, like, a clip of Bae from HoloLive, and she was just, like, speaking English, as one does, and it still auto-dubbed her. It's like, I don't know, is her Australian accent that strong? Like, I wonder if, like, people with, like, accents other than, like, default American are more likely to get hit with, auto-dub. Like, if your British accent is too strong, is YouTube just gonna assume you're not speaking English? Like, yeah. I don't think does anybody actually like the AI dubbing feature? I can't think of, like, a single person who, like, actively enjoys it. Like, I feel like even for people who are, like, watching stuff in other languages, I feel like auto subtitles would just, like, be better. Like, would just work better and everybody would like it more. If you must integrate some form of that into it, like, at least do it with subtitles and not dubbing. Yeah. Use start page, pulls results from Google without the AI summary. Yeah. AI dubs are terrible, I've turned them off. My stuff gets dubbed into Japanese and it's garbage translation every time. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Like, the translation I can't imagine would be especially reliable either, right? Please let me know if any might, because, like, I don't know if creators can turn off AI dubbing, but, like, if any of my stuff ever gets, like, AI dubbed into another language, please let me know so I can see what I can do, because I do not want to be dubbed into other languages without my consent. Yeah. I got jump scared by the AI dub on a JP VTuber's video. Not a fan. Yeah. think it's automatically on and you have to opt out. Yeah, I haven't run into it. Because, like, sometimes I use my, like, side account to watch videos on the NiceEggy channel just to, like, make sure things are, like, uploading correctly and, like, show correctly when they're coming from another account. So that's why I'm just like, yeah, if it's there, let me know. Because, like, my account language is set to English, so I think because the videos are already in English, it doesn't, like, dub over them. But, like, if any of you are watching in another language, have it dubbed over, please let me know. Yeah, some JP VTubers don't opt out of it because most of their audience is Japanese. That's true. Probably if most of your audience is already speaking your language, they're probably not running into it at all because the algorithm knows they already speak that language. But yeah. Yeah. I think you can turn it off. Yeah, I'll look into it. Because, yeah, I do not want... Regardless of what language you speak, I would like to be EGGY in the original language. Do not dub me without my permission. Do not replace me with TTS voice. Not a fan. All right. Zhong. 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 There is much to do in Zhong. First of which is something I don't usually do. So, I have been contacted by the gods of Mahjong Soul, who have bestowed upon me a blessing in the form of being able to do a lot of gacha pulls. I think I also have I have an additional so I have a bunch of jade to work with. I also have an additional I think I had these before. I have an additional summon scroll. I don't remember where I got those from. I think that's just like stuff I've collected from events. But it means that we can do a ton of pulls and hope I can get a character out of this. Sponsored stream? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. In fact, not really, but I have been bestowed a blessing, and I might as well use it. So, we have... Well, I guess maybe I might not end up with... I might not end up with a character from the collab, but we'll see. Now that I think of it, I don't have any male characters at all. I guess usually when I pull, it's usually for the girls, right? I feel like I don't have any male characters at all, so I'm like, maybe I should. What is the difference here, though? Sakura collab and Bamboo collab. They're both there. It's the same. It's the same picture. Hold on, let me try and figure out what the difference is. Collab limited characters. Collab limited characters. Okay. You get at least one purple gift during the event. Yeah, I think these are the same. These are the same. If you roll all your jade, you'll have enough faith to get any character, it looks like. That's true. That's true. Oh yeah, because there's like a pity system, right? Well, let's see what happens. Watch me get something on the first try. Watch me get something good on the first try. Normal dress. Wall painting. Teddy bear. See, what did I say? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? On the first try. The stars mean it's a character. Yeah, the purple stuff means it's good, right? If it's just blue, that means you're just getting normal stuff. But if you see purple, then that's a good sign, right? All right. Well, I didn't expect to get it on the first try. And I don't think the gods of Mahjong also thought that would happen either. So we can probably go for the decorations, right? How does this... Hold on, what does this look like on the board? I'm like curious. I'm like, how do these glasses work? This is a Ricci stick, I think? How does this work? What does it look like? Oh, okay, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I kind of want that more than I want a character now. I'm gonna call actually. I'm gonna call actually on this Riichi. Let's see. Okay, I don't think we're getting anything this time. I didn't see any purple. Oh, hold on. Oh wait, I got Riichi, but it's... Okay, never mind. Purple doesn't matter. Purple doesn't matter. I got what I wanted. And I think I got... Oh, I already had this one. But that doesn't matter. I got what I wanted. I got what I wanted. We can actually. We can actually on the board. The Mahjong gods must be listening. They must be listening. They must be hearing me say, hey, I want this thing. Okay, give me all the characters, thanks. I can't believe that actually worked. I can't believe that actually worked. Okay. Alright, large diamond, large diamond. Okay. Okay, it wasn't all of them. It wasn't all of them. It wasn't all of them. I can't believe that worked, though. What is this? Oh, the tablecloth. Alright, Mahjong gods, give me a tablecloth. Okay, but that's not the tablecloth. You're not a tablecloth. That's not a tablecloth. That's a tablecloth. There we go. That's a tablecloth. There we go. We got a tablecloth. I think, did we get everything? Because I know we got this. We got this. Did we get the frame? Do we have everything? Hold on. Details? Yeah, we might have gotten all of them. Did we get everything? All right. I wonder too, like how many of these do you need to unlock? Okay, 115. How many do I have? 129. I wonder if I just go and hope I get enough pity to like unlock another character. Because I could get Wheelchair Girl. I've been after Wheelchair Girl for a while. I wonder if I just keep going. You know what? I wonder if I can keep going until I get 150. They gotta give me enough pity for that, right? They gotta give me enough. Okay, maybe not this time. If I just get to 150... Oh, okay, I guess I didn't have the portrait frame. There we go. No, hold on. 139. It's going up. Hold on. Maybe if I keep going until 150, then I will be able to succeed. Oh? Completely unrelated character. You are new. I have not seen you before. $149. Okay, one more. I'm sure if we just get anything from this, it will give us something, right? I pulled the Asian Flash last night in Uma. I'm hype. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't. Again, usually I don't do gacha, so I'm like, this This feels like unlimited power. 159! 159! 159! Thank you, Mahjong gods. She's mine now. Finally. Thank you, Mahjong gods.
いらっしゃいませ。初めてのお客様ですね。ナナミレイナです。コーヒーはいかがですか？
Finally, finally, your greed bamboozled me. Her greed will consume her. No, I mean, what's a Bond character doing here? I think because this is still, it's a collab banner, but, it's not only for these characters. I think the collab banners, the rate is up for the collab characters, but I think you can still get basically anybody from this. Oh, that must be what the difference is, because this is the one for the girls. So you can either get one of these guys or you get one of the girls. I wonder, since I still have a few more, I wonder if I pull on the boys banner, where I can get one of these guys again, or I can get one of the boys. Because I still don't have a lot of male characters. I wonder. I think I already have everybody from the collab. I think? We might as well. I should not waste the blessing of the Mahjong gods. Behold. Behold. Oh, this is a yapper. He's got a whole monologue to him. Behold. Dog. Alright. One glass, teddy bear. Alright. I think we have enough for one or two more. My greed will consume me. It's fine. I don't get a lot of times that I get to be consumed by greed. Let's see. Yippee! Okay. I think we already got him earlier. See? He's short and to the point. There we go. Alright. Okay, we have enough for one more. Let's go. Okay, we got Richie, another... I think we already had this tablecloth. Alright. Okay, yeah, we don't have quite enough to go again. I guess I could use my my summon scrolls, but I don't feel like it. So yes. Let me go set up my blessings. Let's see. Decoration. Let me set you up.
EGGY, can you tell me about Yalkuikini tous do a survey?
About? Okay. And let me pick this Richie. And let me get, actually... I don't think I have any of these. I don't have any other hands. Let's see, tablecloth. Here we go. I guess I can change it to the new one. This one's nice and spooky. This one's cute and spooky. Good for Halloween. There we go. And let us use one. Let's use one of our new guys for now. Let's use Gintoki. Whoops, hold on. Let's set to you. And now, Weijang. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright. My greed will no longer consume me. For I need to I need 2. Let your greed consume you. So, the mode that is specific to this event, that I was trying it out earlier, it is called Upside Down. So, how this works is... Oh, I should probably... hold on. 81407. Here we go. Let me pin that. So, how this game mode works is you basically play as normal, but there are multipliers added. So essentially, this is a version that levels the playing field after a while. So essentially, there are multipliers added to your points. So basically, the fewer points you have, the bigger your multiplier. So if you have 30,000 or more, then your points stay as they are. But if you have like less than 10,000, or I think it was less than 9,000, you get like a ×4 multiplier. So let's see. So it is a special multiplier will be applied to winning hands based on the player's current points. So if you have 30,000 or more, then your score will be, say, the same as it is. 20,000 to 29,999 is, it will double. From 10,000 to, I guess, 19,900, it will triple. And if you have like 9,900 or less, it will quadruple. So basically, if you get like a Yakuman on when you have like less than 10,000 points, then everyone will just die instantly. That's just how that's gonna work. Sorry, let me just copy paste this into YouTube chat. There we go. Looks like turnabouts can be insane them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It like, to me, it kind of reminds me how, like, you know how in Mario Kart, how you get like when you're in like last place, then you get like all the good items. It's like that. It's like that. But yeah, I think everybody starts out with the ×2 multiplier. And then you die instantly. I keep forgetting I changed everything just now. I was like, why does all my stuff look different? It's probably because I changed it. I forgot. Hold on, I need to drink some water. I'll drink some water. Yeah, it's been like... It was raining. I don't know why. Is it possible for like the weather to be both like dry and rainy? Maybe it's just like the house I'm in, because I feel like the house has been very dry lately. Like the air in the house is very dry. I have to keep running my humidifier. But like I go outside and it's raining. So I'm like, is it possible for the weather to be both? Like, is that a thing? I don't know if there's any like weather scientists in the chat. So yeah, I'm like, I had my humidifier running. Oh yeah, I had to clean my humidifier the other day. I like happened to glance inside of it when I was refilling it, and I was like, oh, that's mold. That's mold in my humidifier. Because like my humidifier is like really... I don't know. The thing is my humidifier is actually like 2 parts, right? So like there's the part that you actually pour the water into, which is very easy to see into, but then there's like a second like spout, and that one's harder to see into and also harder to clean. So that's probably why I didn't notice it for a while. It just like built up. It was mean and bad. It's clean now though. Yeah, heated cold air from outside has less relative moisture than warm air normally would. I guess that's true, because the temperature did drop quite a bit recently. Like... Maybe your AC is just really good at picking up moisture. Maybe. I mean, although I wouldn't say the air conditioning has been on, because I guess maybe the heater might be. I don't know. It's an older house, so I'm not sure if that affects it. It probably does. I don't know when this house was built, actually. I know my grandparents had bought it in, like, the 50s? But I'm surely it must have existed before that, I'm assuming. Like, I don't think it was custom built for them or anything. Like... I'm trying to think, because, like, the house I grew up in as a kid, I think was built in the 50s. And then the one we moved to later was built in the 80s, I think was what my dad had been told. No! I got hit with a scary pumpkin! Who hit me with a scary pumpkin? How dare you hit me with a scary pumpkin? But that's fine. You can hit me all you want, it's only gonna make me more powerful. I will become more powerful. Very festive. Yeah, it's Halloween. It is for Halloween. Yeah, it's gonna be November. I don't want it to be November. Does anybody actually want it to be November? Does anybody enjoy November? I can't think of a lot of reasons to enjoy November. Like outside, maybe if you have a birthday in November. Or like some kind of like important... I mean, I guess I have my streaming anniversary in November, but that's like later in November. I do. November kind of sucks. Okay, we got a November enjoyer in the chat. Would you like to justify your love of November? Explain your love of November? Because to me, I don't know, I never liked November. Because to me, like, November is like, it's kind of gross. At least like where I live, right? Because it's like September is like fun, back to school, yay, and the weather's still relatively warm. And then October is like pretty leaves. But then November is just gray and brown. I love cold. Okay, that's fair, I guess, if you like cold. Because to me, it's like November is the yuckiest. November and March are both very yucky months. I don't like either of them. They're yucky. Like, it's like all the leaves are gone, so everything is like gray and brown, and all the trees, like everything's gone from the trees, but the snow hasn't fallen yet. So you just got this weird space where it's like cold and yucky and also nothing. It's just a very nothing month. November has a Leonidas meteor shower, but that's about it. Because like there's also not really any holidays in November, right? I mean, I know in the States you guys have, what's it called? Veterans Day? Do you get the day off for Veterans Day? Is it a statutory holiday? Because I know here we have Remembrance Day, but like that's only for like certain... That's only for certain like jobs. Like if you work in government, you get the day off, but if you don't, you usually don't. Is it time for a month tier list? Unironically, yes. January is a F tier month. Don't like January at all. Mean and bad. It's cold. Everyone dislikes it. February is... I would say maybe it's a... like E tier. It's definitely better than January, but it's not by much. March... Okay. March probably depends on when Easter, because like March and April, Easter can be in either of those months, right? So I guess March I think is also E tier, but it depends if it's if Easter is in March, you can probably bump it up. April's a little better. Better months out there for cold than November. Exactly. Like, at least, like, if you like snow, at least January and February have snow, right? Like, November is just not a good month for anything. I don't know. What's an S tier month? I would say June is kind of an S tier month. Would you agree with me? I think June and October are S tier months for me. Like, would it be, because, like, I don't know, for me, June is when, like, the weather is, I guess it's like, it's not quite summer yet, but it's like the weather is more reliably warm, right? Gacha is truly the scariest thing. Welcome, Sonic All-Stars. Happy Halloween. Look at this early Ricci. Yeah, it's scary. It's scary. I'm about to become very powerful now. If I win, it's all over for all of you. But yeah, January S plus tier for me, really? You like the cold weather that much? Or maybe it's not as cold where you live. I don't know, I don't like January. January is like F tier. Because, okay, here's the thing, I guess, if you live somewhere with a lot of snow, or where it's very cold and snowy in January, it's a massive pain. Because, like, the thing is that it's not just about, like, whether you like the cold weather. It's just, like, for me, it's like, it's really difficult to make any plans in January because the weather can screw them up very badly, right? Because, like, if it's January, if it's January, like, there's been times where I've tried to make plans, and then there's, like, a snowstorm on the morning of. I once went to an anime convention that was happening in January, and I remember I was in a fashion show on Sunday morning, and, like, there was barely any people who showed up, because there was just, like, a massive snowstorm on Saturday night. So a lot of people woke up Sunday morning, and if they weren't staying in a hotel that was in the, like, immediate area, they just, like, looked out their window and they were like, nah, it's not worth it. So there was just, like, significantly less people. But, like, why would you have, like, I mean, I guess maybe if you're in the States, but, like, why would you have a Canadian convention in January? That's just, like, what did you think was going to happen? Yeah. Sometimes you go driving, even in the ice, and mess up the mesh on your front bumper. This sounds like a very personal anecdote. I don't drive. But, oh, you know what another thing I don't like about snow is that, like, I feel like my city is not very good at, clearing the snow out from in front of bus stops. So sometimes it's like, you get off the bus, and you are just, like, walking directly into a mountain of snow. Because I tend to pile up snow on the side of the road, right? But then, if it's in front of a bus stop, you just have to hope that the bus is gonna stop in the place that's, like, the least snowy. So you're like, okay, time to get off the bus, and you just step into an entire snowbank. And, like, best case scenario, the snowbank has been, like, well trodden, and you're not gonna, like, fall through the floor. Worst case scenario, it's, like, a fresh snowbank, and, like, your foot just, like, goes a foot deep into it, and you're like, okay, cool, thanks. Yeah, there's nowhere for it to go. I don't know. People who work in science and or engineering might have a better answer for this. Is there a reason why we can't just melt the snow? Like, because, like, I think about how sometimes there will be, like, trucks that will come around and shovel the snow and, like, dump it into... What? Well, you just made me the most powerful person in this game. It's not cope, it's true. Water takes a crazy amount of energy to melt. It's not worth it. Boil it? I guess maybe it would take a lot of electricity to keep it boiling. Yeah. If you melt it with heat, it will take tons of energy, and then it will ice up and be even more slippery. No, no, no. I mean, like, okay, would it be possible to have, like, a big truck that's just full of, like, boiling water or something, and just dump the snow in there? Like, obviously there'd be a limit, because, like, obviously a truck can only hold so much water. But, like, would that be feasible? Like, I'm not talking about, like, dumping hot water on the road, because I know that would also end badly. I'm talking, like, can you take the snow to, like, a melting facility instead of piling it up on the side of the road? I also know, I remember reading in some European countries, the roads will have, like, electric heating under them. But I don't know, I don't think we have that here, and I think even if they did have that here, it would be, like, insanely expensive and inconvenient to implement. Because, like, I know here, I was told as a kid, like, oh yeah, pavement is black. Like, roads are black because that will attract more heat. And then they'll melt the snow. But I feel like at a certain point, when there's a certain amount of snow, it kind of stops mattering, you know? But yeah. I hope this doesn't kill me. Okay. Hello? Oh, there we go. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to winter. It hasn't even happened yet, and I'm already sitting here going ooh about it. I'm going ooh. Going ah. I'm going away. I don't think that's the reason for roast to be black. I think it's just the way asphalt is. But actually, most new construction isn't using black asphalt anymore. Wait, what color is it using? I feel like I mean, I'm trying to think of like the last time I saw a new road. It's been a while. Ooh, it's windy today. I'm barely seeing outside and I'm already seeing like the trees are just like going whoa. Really? 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 Okay. The consequences of upside down mode. The consequences. I flew too close to the sun. I was like, okay, if I just win when I'm at like quadruple power, I can survive. And then I immediately got killed by somebody at triple power. I'm so glad this isn't in ranked. I'm so glad this isn't in ranked. So that's what I was saying. I will get killed immediately. Well, you could have if you won. Sure, just win. Have you tried just winning? Try just being better at the game. If you're losing at Mahjong, stop. Do something else. Get better at it. You control the tiles you put down. If they put upside down mode into ranked, I might quit playing ranked. I feel like if they put this mode, because I was actually trying earlier when I was trying to test it out, I was wondering, I'm like, why isn't there a version of this that's like competitive, right? Because I was trying to find a version like that wouldn't require me to like make a room with 3 other AIs. So I was like, but then I'm now understanding why there probably isn't a version of this in ranked. Just draw better. SMH my head. Just have better tiles. Have you tried having better tiles? What does your deck look like? You know, you're not playing within the current tiles meta. The current tiles meta. You know? I think East Wind's a little OP. I think they need to nerf East Wind. You know, is Green Dragon still allowed? Or has that one been banned? Ranked players would probably pull out their hair. I think they would be like, just like... I feel like if you wanted to like perform a great reset on the entire ranked category, I feel like you would probably have to put this game mode in. I hear it now, Chi-Toy is not meta. Chi-Toy's out, Toy is in. Green Dragon and East Wind are banned in Bloodshed Skirmish. Wait, really? I have 8 East Winds in my deck. I'm on top of the meta. The prices for tiles have gone up. You know, soon nobody's gonna be able to afford a single red dragon anymore. All these scalpers. Imagine if that's how you had to buy, like, Mahjong tiles. Like, instead of buying, like, a full set of Mahjong tiles, like, you would have to buy, like, one tile at a time and, like, assemble a collection. I opened a platinum tile pack and got shiny Chun. It's like, I got an entire pack of only man tiles. I think somebody at the factory messed up. The platinum tile pack. This one's doing like a card opening stream, but it's just like Mahjong tiles. Yeah, gotcha for the tiles would be insane. Yeah, do you think the market... What tile do you think they would try to, like, flood the market with? Like, what tiles do you think would be worth more? I guess maybe, like... Because you gotta have multiples in your set, right? I feel like probably, like... The, like, Man, Peen, and So would be, like, your commons. And then I imagine that, like... I guess maybe... I feel like the dragons, like, the honors would be more... valuable, right? East Wind would definitely be a big one. 2-pin, 8-pin would be the most common. They all have that vibe about them. Yeah, yeah. I feel like, I don't know, I guess East Wind and like probably maybe the 3 dragons probably would be... Those would be your like extra rare ones. You know? If you just spam your deck with honors, you can make a Yakuman every time. All honors, all honors. This is the only Yaku that matters anymore. Yaku. It's like, I don't know. Are there players? I guess maybe if you like only go for Yakuman every time. You're like, if it's not like 80,000 points, I don't want it. If you are not the Yaku man, then it's impossible. Ooh, I will have Puff Drop. You know, I'm kind of mad. I mean, I know that this is how the world works, but I can't believe... I can't believe that, Can't believe that medicine things have calories in them and I have to count that. Like if I take like a cough drop, I have to log that. It's kind of annoying. I feel like I'm just like... I came back from my trip. I weighed myself this morning because I didn't count calories at all when I was on my trip. I'm like, you know what? I'm having a good time. I'm going to eat whatever. I'm going to eat all the unhealthy foods and then I'll go back to normal when I go back. And like, I weighed myself this morning and I've like gained 4 pounds. I mean, some of that probably will come off as soon as I like start exercising again. Cause I guess that's true. I didn't go to the gym for like a full 2 weeks because I was sick and then I went and then I left, right? So yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I gained like 4 pounds. Again, I'm sure that'll come right off once I go back to normal. But I'm just like, how long will that take? And will having to eat a bunch of cough drops make things easier? I don't think it's gonna make things easier. Most of that's probably retained water. Oh, for sure, for sure. Cause like, again, like, those 4 days, like, what did I eat? Like, Friday I just ate, like, normal stuff because I was on the train. Saturday was the wedding, so there was, like, a lot of food. And also alcohol. And then Sunday, I went out with my friend, and I had Vietnamese food, and then I had... had like this roll cake dessert, and then Monday I went out with my friend and I had Taco Bell Quantwap, and then I also went home and did a lot more eating. And Tuesday, I guess Tuesday I had normal meal-ish. And Wednesday, I don't know. When I was on the train, I was eating a lot. I like packed myself a big lunch and then I ate again when I arrived. So I'm like... But yes, hello Bloom. How much is one cough drop worth of calories compared to a cube of sugar? Well, the one I'm looking at... Because like, I'm looking at the package of this hard candies. I think one hard candy is usually somewhere between like 15 and 30 calories, depending on like how big it is and what the exact ingredients are. So I imagine cough drops would probably be in that same realm. You need to have a 12,000 calorie surplus in 4 days. Is that a challenge? It should be super hard to do. Well, because like 12,000 divided by 4 is... Hold on, let me pull up the calculator. $12,000 divided by 4. That's 3,000 extra calories per day. Could I do 3,000 extra calories per day? Because keep in mind, I'm already not a very big person. Actually, I think it's more. 3,500 calorie surplus is a pound gained. So 3,500... The thing is, it's just that, like, I am not a very big person. So, like, my baseline calorie amount is probably smaller. So... I feel like in order to put, like, 3,500, that would have to be, like, about 5,000 calories per day. Do I... Could I eat 5,000 calories in a day? Maybe? Because, like, I'm thinking about, like, if I ate a lot and it was, like... Because the thing is that I actually think I could eat 5,000 calories in a day. But, like, a lot of it would have to be coming from beverages. I have it easy in that my baseline caloric requirement to exist is like 2,300, assuming I literally didn't move. Yeah, for me it's much lower. I think it's like 1,600 or 1,700. It's lower. But like, okay, I'm just thinking because like there's some foods, like for instance, I don't eat pizza very often anymore because pizza is like something that is both like more calories than I'd like it to be, but also not very filling. Like, I feel like this is like a common experience, right? Like, one whole pizza is gonna be like 1 bajillion calories, but like, you could probably eat a whole pizza. Or it's the same with a lot of fast food, right? Like, I feel like a lot of fast food, it's like I could eat an entire like burger and fries combo and still be hungry afterwards, right? And that burger and fries combo would already be like 1,500 calories, right? So like I feel like you could get to 3,500 extra calories just if you had like 2 fast food combos. I feel like 2 fast food combos could get me to like 3,500 calories roughly. Like, but can you get there but 4 days in a row? True. It's like if I try to like analyze this, because I did drink more drinks than usual as well. Like, I did drink a lot more like beverages with calories, like, you know, boba and stuff while I was there, compared to usual. Because I'm thinking specifically for Monday, I was like, okay, woke up, had breakfast. Then I had, my lunch was Taco Bell combo. And I had a boba that day too. And I had some popcorn later. And then I had a full dinner. But I don't remember exactly what I had for dinner. But yeah, 4 days in a row. But yeah, no, it is probably like water. And it will go away. It's just like one of those things. I feel like this happens every time I get back from like a trip, or even just like a few days where I do something fun, where I like weigh myself again and I'm like, oh, ooh. But yeah, no, that's actually, though, it's like the issue with like fast food. I think another thing I've realized after a while is just like, I feel like a solid part of eating healthy for me has just become like convincing myself that, not even convincing myself, but it's like, do you ever eat something that is a meal's worth of calories but doesn't feel like a meal? I feel like something needs to feel like a meal in order for it to like satisfy me the way a meal should, you know? No? Like, for instance, like I can't do like protein bars. Like, I feel like with protein bars, it's like they don't feel like a meal. Even if I have a protein bar that has like a bajillion calories and it's supposed to replace a meal. Or it's the same thing with protein shakes. Like, I'll have a protein shake as like a snack. But like, I don't think I could replace a meal with a protein shake. Because like, it just doesn't feel like a meal, right? I feel like, and it's the same thing too, where it's like, I could eat smaller meals as long as they feel like a meal, you know? Not a meal without rice for me in a lot of cases. Yeah, for me, I think it was bread. Or I guess a carb. Like, I don't think I could do like keto or anything, because I feel like I need to have a carb for it to feel like a meal. But for me, it's more like, if I had a smaller meal, like if I had a meal that was like, it was like salad, like it was a bunch of vegetables and miso soup and a small bowl of rice and an egg. That to me would feel like a meal, even if I was having super small portions of everything. Because like that would be, I don't know how many calories that would be. That would probably only be like, depending on how much rice I have, that probably would only be like maybe 400 something calories. Like that would be a small meal, but it would feel like a meal, right? Maybe a meal needs to have multiple things in it. Maybe that's my other thing. Like, I feel like when I go out to eat, I tend to order combos. Like I very rarely order just a thing. Because I feel like if I eat just, like if I have like a sandwich if it's just a sandwich and like there's nothing with it, like there's no drink, there's no like side dish of any kind, it doesn't feel like a meal, right? It just feels like, oh, that's a sandwich. It's not a snack, it's not a meal, but it feels like a secret third thing. But if I have it with like, okay, here's a sandwich and a soup and a drink, or like sandwich and fries and a drink, like if there's a side to it, then it feels like a meal. I don't know, I'm sure there's probably like some proper term for this, like some kind of psychological term for it, of like, in order for my, it's, I don't know, in order for me to feel full, whatever I ate needs to feel like a meal, I think. Like, there's gotta be multiple things in it. But yeah, meal. Trying to take it along to Mahjong Soul, but I don't remember my info. Unfortunate. Did they do the thing? I keep forgetting to do the thing, because I know lately they've been asking you to, like, bind your account to, like, a different account. I keep forgetting to do that. I'll do it eventually. I'll do it eventually. But yeah, I like carbohydrate. Do you like carbohydrate? I'm a big fan of carbohydrate. Like, it's not good to have too much carbohydrate, but you do need a little bit of carbohydrate. But that's not hard to do, because carbohydrate is very yummy. I think it's very rare to meet somebody who does not like carbohydrate. Like, people might have their own preferences about which carbohydrate. Eggy, drink water? Okay. Carbohydrate? Carbohydrate. Is that not how it's pronounced? Have I been pronouncing carbohydrate wrong for my entire life? Ah, no, it's a carbohydrate, I see. I am carbohydrated. In fact, I might actually be a little too carbohydrated. I might need to, even carbo is hydrate, so should you. Get carbohydrated. Actually, I'm an egg, so I'm actually protein. Hydrate your protein. Actually, I don't like the sound of that. Do not hydrate your protein. That just sounds like you're just like... I don't know why. The first thing that came to my mind was like somebody just pouring a bunch of water on top of some like raw beef. Do not hydrate your protein in that way. All right. I think I might be a little too hydrated and not enough carboed. So I think I'm going to washroom. I'm going to washroom. Where is my washroom? There we go. Washroom. And then I will be back in a moment. I'm gonna find out if the music stops when I take my headphones out. Because I think it's hooked up to the game and not to my headphone, but we'll see what happens. Okay, it looks like it's still going. Looks like it's still going. So yes, feel free to join the room while I am gone. I'm going to washroom. I will see you in a couple minutes. Egg Lady. I am Egg Lady. Hello. Hello, Trophy. Welcome. I am Egg Lady. And speaking of carbohydrates, I now have hydrate and I have carbo. I have popcorn here. Oh, I should probably take the washroom down. Welcome back. Hello. I am Eggy. Hi back. I'm Eggy. No, wait, no, I'm back now. Popcorn. My popcorn's kind of stale. I've had this bag for a little while. I need to do groceries. Who made the bingo card? It was... I guess Punk Asian isn't here. Did anybody remember if groceries was like a square on that Eggy bingo card that we all collectively decided on once? Popcorn's better than groceries? No, popcorn is part of groceries. Like... No, I need to go through my fridge and just like... There's things in my fridge I'm just not touching. There's things in my fridge that I'm like, I know that the right thing to do would be to empty these things out and throw them in, you know, in the, throw the containers in the recycling and throw the bad food in the compost. But realistically speaking, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I refuse. There are containers that I'm just not going to open. I'm sorry, garbage collectors. But you, I think if you were in my place, you would do the same thing. Like, I feel like I have a number of things where if I threw it out, I'd probably be surprised at how empty my fridge is. Because I feel like I never have space in my fridge, but then I look at like what's actually in the fridge, and it's like, thing that's gone bad, thing that's gone bad, thing that's gone bad, thing that probably hasn't gone bad, but I'm still hesitant to eat it because it's been there for a very long time. Like, all right. I feel like I'm like, just things I'm not going to touch. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. Like, my fridge would absolutely be a lot emptier if I cleaned it out. Yeah, because I have a lot of other things that are just like, this is technically still safe to eat, but it's just like going to be really unpleasant. Like, I have a lot of like pitas and stuff that are almost certainly extremely stale. Like, I think that like if I picked one up, it wouldn't like bend, it would just like crack in half. So I'm just like, yeah, that's probably, I mean, it's still safe to eat. It's just like not pleasant to eat. So I'm like, and like, I don't know. I know my mom would make croutons out of stale bread, but I don't need that many croutons, and I also don't really have an oven to work with at the moment, so I'm like, I might just have to thank the stale bread for its service and throw it out. Just start over. I wonder if steaming it a bit in the microwave would help. I don't know. I think it helps for some kinds of breads, but not others. Because, like, the kinds of breads I have, I feel like with that, it does help with, like, pitas and roti. Like, with more flatbread types, I know that putting them in the microwave can help. But I feel like for a lot of the, like, more, like, dense multigrain breads, I feel like that wouldn't work out so well. Oh, I need to buy oatmeal. I was using like, you know those like flavored packets of oatmeal? Like those like, the ones you buy that are just like cinnamon apple flavored. And I was using those, and basically because I feel like those tend to be like very small portions and they're very sweet. So what I was doing is I was buying like the like instant oats, like the packages of oats. And I would have one of those, and then I would top it off with like more oats, but they were like, you know, regular unflavored oats. And then I would mix them together, and it would work out fine. I like the maple brown sugar flavor. I don't know, I'm like more of an apple cinnamon person. I think if they made one with like freeze-dried berries or something, that'd be good as well. Like, I don't know, maple brown sugar just feels like a very redundant flavor, you know? You already got one form of sweetness, we're just gonna add another one for some reason. I like peach and cream oatmeal. Oh, I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that one here. I think the ones that my grocery store has are, there's like an apple cinnamon, there's the maple brown sugar, and I think there's like another like cinnamon spice one. There might be other ones I just haven't seen yet. It's oatmeal. Oh, you know what else I need to do? I tried doing like Japanese pickled cucumbers before I left, but I think I screwed it up because the recipe asked you to do the thing where you like salt the cucumbers, like you just like dump a bunch of salt on it to kind of draw out all the water. You have to do the same thing for like kimchi, right? When you like turn the cabbage into kimchi. So I did that, but then I forgot to rinse off all the salt. Like basically I drained the cucumbers, but all the salt was still kind of in there. And then you know what? I have nothing to lose. I drained the cucumbers, but I forgot to rinse off the salt because the recipe never asked you to. I think it was one of those things where they just assumed it was common sense. But like if you've never pickled anything, then you're like, okay, what next? So basically I added the ingredients, like the other like vinegar and stuff, while it was still salty. So then like when I came back a few days later, because I did this before I left for my trip, I came back and it was still tasty, but like it was very, very salty. And I'm like, I wonder if it's too late to rinse them off. I wonder if I can just like drain that brine and then like rinse the salted cucumbers. Surely that'd be fine, right? If I like drain the brine, rinse the salted cucumbers, and then make a new batch of like vinegar and stuff. It'd be fine, right? Probably. It's not like the salt is like permeating the cucumbers, right? It would be fine. Yay! Losent. We're not dying this time. Yeah, rinsing pickled vegetables to take most of it off. Yeah, I'm like, will that ruin the pickling process? But like, they're already kind of pickled because they've been in the brine for a few days. Because like, they weren't stinky or anything. Like, when I opened the container, they looked very edible. And I tried one, and like, it was very salty, but it was like, you know, edible. Yeah, if you need them to have less salt, they can be soaked in water for a while, or similar with salted cod. Because yeah, but that's like fish. It might be different for like vegetables, right? Seasoning is like wallpaper, pickling is like painting. I guess? I mean, salt in the pickled vegetable can be reduced by soaking in water if one needs it. Okay. I think you missed Oh, okay, we're back. Yeah, Robert, I think you missed the first half of the conversation. I had a recipe where I was supposed to rinse off the salt, and then I didn't. And then now my cucumbers are very salty. But yeah, I pickled daikon though. I also pickled daikon, and that turned out very nice. Pickled daikon is very yummy. I recommend pickled daikon. If you have daikon, I recommend pickling it. In fact, I recommend, like, that's the best way to have daikon, in my opinion. It's the most yummy. But yeah, maybe I should pickle more of my vegetables. Since I'm always complaining about my produce going bad so quickly. Maybe I need to become an old-timey person and pickle all my vegetables. Daikon got attacked by daikon flies, so farmers stopped growing it. Like, near you, or? Yeah, pickling is a good way to keep them a bit longer. Because yeah, like vegetables, I feel like you can't really freeze, right? You can't really freeze vegetables most of the time. Because I feel like that like messes with the texture, more so than with meat. Finally! An eggy win for today. Finally! The EU banned some pesticide that worked against it, so they became uneconomical to grow. Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't know where the daikons... Because we have daikons in the grocery store here. And they're relatively inexpensive. So I don't... I don't think that they're being, like, imported from super far away. So maybe we grow them here? I mean, they're just radishes. Yeah, the EU banned some pesticide that worked... Okay, yeah. Because, yeah, I'm trying to think, like, of other things. Because, like, I know... I mean, we also, to be fair, we also do import a lot of produce. Because it's so cold. Which country or which state? I don't know. I don't know if the Canadian... Like, I don't know if we grow daikon in Canada. I don't know what kind of conditions you need to grow a daikon. Like, it's not exactly like a tropical fruit, right? Like, I imagine you could probably... Because it is a radish, right? And I'm pretty sure we can grow radishes in Canada. I don't know. Are there any farmers? Are there any farmers in chat? Yeah. I mean, the store normally lists where the produce comes from. Yeah, it normally does. It's just I never paid attention to it for daikons. Like, I think that most people... Until recently, most people did not really pay attention to where the produce was coming from. Like, there would be signs that would say, like, oh yeah, product of this country or that country. But I think until recently, most people weren't really, like, thinking about it. Or maybe I wasn't thinking about it and I'm, like, projecting onto most people, which is also a very likely possibility. Yeah. Does the store normally list the apple cultivar and orange cultivar? What, like saying, like, oh, this is, like, a Granny Smith apple, or this is, like, a... Like, that kind of thing? Sometimes they just say apple. No, usually for apples they specify. I think if they have more than one variety of something, they'll specify. But if they only have one variety, then they don't. This might be a mistake. Oh, maybe it wasn't. Okay. Yeah, apples always have what kind of apple they are. But I think it's just because, like, we have a lot of different kinds of apples. Big eggy win! Okay, it's probably like normal size eggy win, but it's fine. There we go. But usually it's because, like, I feel like with oranges, we usually just have, like, one kind of orange. Maybe two, right? Like... yeah. Grocery streamer strikes again. And there's oranges suited for peeling and eating, and others more for juicing. Well, I mean, I guess you also got stuff like clementines and mandarins and stuff. Like, stuff that's like, I guess, sort of an orange, but also not really. Somewhat orange. I'm gonna do a very unwise call here. Orange. Oranges are mandarin hybrids. Which, there's a very common citrus fruit that isn't like, wasn't that like also a man-made thing? Was it lemons? Was it lemons that are man-made? Or was it oranges? Because I know there's a very common citrus fruit that I think was made by like crossbreeding other kinds of citruses. Was it the lemon? Most citrus fruits you see are hybrids? Oh, okay. We don't have a single... we don't have a single normal citrus. Yeah, mandarins, pomelos, and citrons are the ground floor. The ground floor of... like, are these the ones that everyone's, like, breeding against each other? Lemon. Ah, so these are like the grandparents. The grandparents of all citrus fruit. That's where you get your orange and your lemon. Lemon. Crunch, crunch. Ooh. Ooh. Mahjong. Crunch, 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 crunch. Ooh. No. Not yet. I wonder what would happen if you played, like, Mahjong, but you don't get to see your tiles. Like, if you just had all your tiles on the line, and you just told somebody, you're like, okay, I can't see them, and you just like give them a number. You're like, put down tile 7, and they put down the 7th tile from the left, and then would anybody ever win that way? Just like completely blind mahjong, like auto draw, discard competition. I guess you would be able to figure that out. That would just be like putting 4 AIs against each other. Eventually, one of them would win, but like, wouldn't it just slow down the game? Yeah, but it would be weird. That is the question. It would be weird and unusual. Sometimes things that are weird and unusual are slow. Yeah, probably would be no tempai most of the time. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I guess you'd have to have another rule that, like, automatically calls, like, Ron or Tsumo if they get a winning tile. I feel like that would be, like, the best. You should be able to see your initial hand and every drawn discard for it to have any hope of working. Yeah. But at that point, you're just playing normal mahjong. That's just the usual zhonging. That's just zhong. You're zhonging. Oh, yippee. Yeah, it seems very RNG or more poker adjacent. Yeah. True. It probably wouldn't end well. It probably also, now that I think of it, probably wouldn't be that interesting to play. Yippee! Eggy win. Barely. Oh, we're in South now? Unfortunate. Unfortunate. The tiles that I'm getting are unfortunate. Unfortunate egg. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Yeah, you have your 2x back. I just barely have my... I have no multipliers. I'm just barely hanging in there. Bloom could kill me at any time. He could commit murder. If he wanted to. Ooh. Moira. I want... I need to actually buy all the visual novels. Sorry, I was thinking about like murder, and then I was like murder mystery, and then I'm like, I have a bunch of murder mystery visual novels wish-listed on Steam, and I need to buy them eventually. I don't know, I feel like on Steam I keep having stuff that I put on my wish list for like several years in a row, because I'm like, I'll buy it when it goes on sale, and then it goes on sale, and I'm like, the dev said they were working on a new update, so I'll wait for the new update to drop, and then the new update drops, and I'm like, I'll wait for it to go on sale, and then it goes on sale, and I'm like, the price is not, it's not as on sale as I want it to be. It's only like 25% off. I'll wait until it's like 50% off or something. And I just like never buy the thing. Like, I have games that have been sitting in my wish list for like over 5 years. And like, it's not it's not like they're ones that haven't been released yet. It's like games that have existed for all of those 5 years. I just never saw them as a priority. Like, Well, I've waited over a decade to play Steam games I've bought before. Oh yeah, because I guess that's the other thing too, where you like buy something. Oh goodness, we're all dead. Oh, you're dead. I'm fine. You're absolutely, completely dead. You've been murdered. Professor Bloom has committed murder. And Pembu was an accomplice, I guess. And I was a bystander in this situation who did nothing. And Trophy is the victim. Rest in peace. You said I could, I want to. That's fair. I did give you permission to. That's fair. I did say you could do that. But yeah, no, I've waited over, like, there's also like a ton of stuff in my library, you're right. I think the thing is, I have a lot of that with visual novels. Cause like, or other games where like, cause there's some games where I'm like, I don't know how long this game is going to be and I can't be bothered to look it up. So like, there's a lot of games that probably are like way shorter or take like way less time to beat than I think they are. But I'm like, what if this one is gonna be the like 80-hour time commitment? Should join? You should join. The room code is still the same. One game was enough for me. Thank you for the Zhang. He committed murder once and never again. Professor Bloom in the sitting room with the ice pick. Was it Professor Bloom in the library with the screwdriver? Was it Professor Bloom in the ballroom with the candlestick? Was it Professor Bloom in the study with the lead pipe? Actually, now that I think of it, isn't Clue called something different in other places? Like, it's called like Cluedo or something in Europe. It's called Cluedo or something, right? I always found that odd. I'm like, why would you call it that? But then again, I feel like Waldo of Where's Waldo fame, he also has a different name in different languages. Like, I think in French, if I remember correctly, he's Charlie. Like, I don't know why he's Waldo in English. Actually, where is Waldo from? Was Waldo even in English originally? Hold on. Let me do some research here. Where is Waldo? Let's see. Where's Waldo? It's actually Where's Wally? Waldo is just in North America. Okay, so it's a British thing. He's Wally. He's Wally. Why is he Wally? Why is he not Wally in North America? He has such fun names in other languages. Now I need to find out what he's called in other places. Can I see it in other languages? Do they have like a list in other languages? Video games. Where is Waldo in other languages? Yeah, like what is he called in other places? International variations, let's see, on the Waldo Wiki, which is a thing that exists. So where's Waldo for United States and Canada? Where's Wally in the United Kingdom, Australia, and South Africa? On es Wally in Catalan. Okay, so it looks like he's Wally in Spanish, in Dutch, in Polish, in Portuguese. He's Charlie in French. Is Où est Charlie? That I remember. He's Walter in German. He's Wally in Japanese. I can't read Chinese, so I don't know what this says. I also can't read Hebrew. No, because they didn't Romanize the Chinese one. The Hebrew, they Romanized it. Is he Effie? He's Vali in Icelandic. Is he Ubaldo in Italian? He's Holger in Danish. He's Willy in Norwegian. He's Wally in Korean as well. He's Valu in Finland. He's Wally in Wales. He's Ali in Turkish. I think some of these might just be like, you know, adapting it for local pronunciation. Is he Gil in Serbian? And he's, I don't know how to pronounce for Croatian. Is it Jura? Yeah. I don't know. It is kind of funny to me that he's Wally in most places. And he's Walter in German. I don't know why Walter. I don't know. Because, like, I don't know why he's Waldo. I don't even know why it was changed from North America. Was there, like, is there, like, some North American character named Wally that there was, like, a huge copyright dispute with? Yeah. But, okay, the other thing is that this article on Waldo Wiki mentions is that the other characters aren't, like, the other characters are the same in every language, it seems. It's just Waldo for some reason. He's just like, for some reason they're just like, no, we cannot, this will not sell if we call this guy Wally. He must be Waldo. It's also interesting because the English is where's Waldo? Like, it's a question, right? Like, Waldo, where is he? But then, like, in some of these languages, I think they seem to be stuff like find Waldo, or like, because like the Japanese one is like Wori o Sagase, which is like search for Waldo, or search for Wally. I'm not sure for some of these other ones are probably also like find Wally. Like this is a command. It's not a question. We're not asking where Waldo is. We're saying like find him. Find him. Yeah, it's Waldo. I guess Waldo is funny because I I can't say there's a ton of people named Waldo, you know? I mean, some languages might switch back to Waldo. No, but he wasn't Waldo originally. He was Wally. And then for some reason America was like, no, this guy has to be Waldo. I don't know why. It's Waldo. Waldo. I don't know, I'm just like, who is on the American side being like, if this guy's name is Wally, this book won't sell? Like, it's Waldo, or the deal doesn't go through. I mean, I guess it's not unusual for like, it's not unusual for stuff to have different titles in the US and the UK, though, I guess. Like, Harry Potter... Isn't, like, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone... Isn't, like, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in North America? Like, hold on. I could have sworn that was a thing. Okay, it's giving me the movie. But what about the book? Okay, so it's Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, but it's also known as Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in the United States, India, and the Philippines. Interesting. Did they not think Americans not know... Do they think Americans don't know what a philosopher is? Do they just assume that nobody knows what a philosopher is? Or I think some of the Professor Layton games were like that too. Like, the Curious Village, I think, was the Curious Village everywhere. Latent and the... Yeah, it was the Diabolical Box, I think, had a different title in different places. So it was Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box. And then in Europe and Australia, it was Pandora's Box. Which is weird, because it's like... I'm just imagining, like, the Europeans being like, do you guys think we don't know what the word diabolical means? And you got the Americans being like, do you guys think we don't know what Pandora's Box is? Like, I think, I wonder what the Japanese title was. What is the Japanese title? Let me put this in a different language. Nihongo. What was the Japanese title? Leighton Kyoju to Akuma no Bako. Okay. So I guess the Diabolical Box actually is, because yeah, Akuma is like evil. It's like Professor Layton and the Box of Evil. So I guess like Akuma no... Yeah, Diabolical Box is probably like a more accurate one. And I know the Unwound Future had a different title. Let's see, Unwound Future. Professor Layton and the Unwound Future, known in Europe and Australia as Professor Layton and the Lost Future. I don't know, I kind of like Unwound better. I like Unwound better. Yeah, I like Unwound. I like how Unwound Future sounds. It's a little more poetic. Lost Future is just kind of neither. But I know that like the Japanese title is neither of those things. Like, Japanese title is Reiton Kyoju to Saigo no Jikan Ryoko. So it's like Professor Layton and the Last Time Travel. So that has nothing to do with either of those titles. Professor Layton and the World Trees Woe and Blight Below. Hello, Baxter Krug. Pandora's Box fits well, but it's not exactly that box. Yeah, I don't know why. Because, like, now that I think of it, I don't think the box... There was, in fact, a box in Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box. I don't remember it being Pandora's Boxy, you know? I guess the idea of, like, Pandora's Box is, like, there was a box with a bunch of bad stuff in it. But, like... I don't think that was really what the story was about. Did any of the other Professor Layton games actually have any different... Oh, okay. The fourth room, so... Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask and Professor Layton and the Azran Legacy, those were the same everywhere. But Professor Layton and the Spectre's Call in the UK was Professor Layton and the Last Spectre. Which, to be for the record, I never finished that game, so like, I don't know which one would actually be the more accurate title. What was it called in Japanese, I wonder? What's it called in Japanese? Leiton Kyoju to Majin no Chaku. Majin... Okay, so this is like Professor Layton and the, like, Spirit's Flute? So I guess that's different than either of them. But yeah, I think after that one they stopped changing the titles. I wonder why Curious Village was like the same in both places too. Oh, hello, Weirapon. Hello. Yeah. Professor Layton and the Grandmaster 3 Terror Instinct. I don't know, Professor Layton and the... It also seems that, like, the new one that's in production right now is Professor Layton and the New World of Steam, and that's gonna be the same everywhere, too. So far, I think. And I think that one's actually, like, a direct translation of the Japanese title. What is the Japanese title? Reiton Kyoju to Joki no Shinsekai. Yeah, no, it's literally just the same thing in Japanese. Interesting. Interesting. It's also interesting to me how, Because, like, you know how for Ace Attorney, how in Japanese it's just like Yakten Saiban 1, Yakten Saiban 2, Yakten Saiban 3, like, whereas in English they were like, justice for all, trials and tribulations, like they came up with a new thing. Yeah, I wonder if that's like the same. I wonder why Professor Layton didn't do that. Interesting. Interesting. Strange and unusual. All right, we just need one more person. They want to avoid numbers. Well, that was a justification I always heard, right? They're like, oh, if people see like Ace Attorney 3 on a shelf, they're gonna be like, oh no, I didn't play Ace Attorney 1 and Ace Attorney 2, so I guess I won't buy Ace Attorney 3. But the problem is that you kind of do need to play these games in order. You kind of do need to play the games in order, like... They're like, oh, we don't want to stop people from, like, new customers from coming in, but, like, no one is out here gonna be joining on Ace Attorney 7 whenever that comes out. Right? Like, you gotta play the other ones first. I mean, I guess you can start in the middle, but, like, I don't know why you would. On my way, jail lurker. Free him so he can play Mahjong. My mom bought me the 3rd book in a series once. It kind of works still. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything where I started with the 2nd or 3rd installment. Like, I guess maybe for TV sometimes, but that's kind of different, right? Like, sometimes things can be completely separate stories. Like, I know people who skipped the 1st season of, like, the Uma Musume anime and just started with the 2nd. And I know there's probably been other anime like that, too. Or, like, when I was in high school, I had a lot of friends who were into Doctor Who, and they would always have arguments about which season you're supposed to start with. Because you had some people that are like, actually, you need to start from the beginning, the very beginning. And you have other people who are like, no, just start from season 9, it's fine. Yeah, Shin Layton Tensei, Professor Layton versus King Abaddon, Ace Attorney. Yeah, I had no number, but chapter 1 usually tries to bring the reader up to speed. I guess you also get to, like... I know for manga, you know how manga sometimes will also have, like, the character descriptions at the beginning of, like, the, like, tankobon volumes? Where they're like, here's all the characters, and here's the story up until now. Yeah, it's easier with Uma because they tell their own stories. You might not know. That's true. Like, there's not like a continuity, right? The same way that other shows might have. Because, like, I'm trying to think if there's like anything you could hop on right in the middle. Like, I feel like most like shonen manga and shonen anime, you gotta like start. You gotta start from the beginning, right? Yeah, people start with random volumes. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I always prefer to start things from the beginning. Even if people are like, but the beginning sucks, and I'm like, yeah, but it's the beginning. Like, everyone in North America got into Dragon Ball halfway through. That's fair. That's fair. Dragon Ball. Yeah. Supposed to go to a poker game and I see Mahjong Soul. I should really relearn Mahjong. You should. So that you can jong with us. Somebody is tabbed out of their window. But I don't know. Does Dragon Ball really count though? Because I feel like Dragon Ball is one of those things where they keep remaking like the same story, right? Like... Yeah, Dragon Ball Z technically doesn't exist. It's just a continuation of the Dragon Ball manga. I'm trying to think if there's anything else where, like, people kept, like, hopping on partway through. Oh, Lurker is dead. Lurker is dead. Can we get some CPR on Lurker? He did say his browser was chugging. Ooh, actually, now that I think about it, I probably have new emotes. Oh yeah, we got emotes for all these new guys. Hmm. There we go. Soon. Okay, we're good. I got sick of the power scaling and I miss my dramatic stories and funny adventure manga. I don't know, I've never actually read or watched Dragon Ball. Everything I know about it comes from, like, memes. It all comes from memes. Like... I don't know, it was never something that interested me. But maybe it's also because every time I hear people talking about it, they only seem to talk about the power scaling, which just is not that interesting to me. But also, too, I feel like... I don't know, I feel like maybe I'm like... I don't know if I'm alone in this, but like, I feel like I've always been the kind of person as well who like can't handle long fight scenes. Like, I feel like at some point my brain just kind of tunes out, right? Like, I feel like if your fight is going on for more than 2 episodes, my brain will just like kind of melt and stop paying attention. Yeah. Meme awareness is best. This is the best way to enjoy Dragon Ball. That was me about Gintama for a while. I watched part of season 1 when it first aired, then didn't get back to it until like 2010s. Gintama, is it more of like an episodic thing? Or like, because I know there's also ones too where like you can kind of hop in anywhere because like Detective Conan, you could probably hop in more or less anywhere. Yippee! Gintama has a plot. Okay. I figured because it has like seasons, so I assume there's got to be like some kind of arc, right? I say as I play with a Gintama character attached to my name. Yeah, it depends on how popular the series is in Japan. If it's very popular, you might need to watch it, or read Cliff Notes to be aware of the memes it spawned and why. Yeah. I guess like how many times it gets referenced from other things. Especially for things that aren't as popular here. Sometimes I think about how like every time Doraemon gets referenced in a show, a lot of the time they keep having to put translator's notes on it because the Doraemon references are just like not enough people know what Doraemon is about for it to be like a reference that will land. You know what? I'm gonna make bad decisions. Okay. I'm gonna make terrible decisions. Yeah. Doraemon is like Mr. Bean, internationally beloved except in North America. Well, it's like, I guess to be fair, like... Yeah... I guess maybe just like the time that Doraemon was like gaining popularity. I guess the US had enough going on in terms of like animated mascots, right? Like who would Doraemon end up being like competing with? Like Mickey Mouse? I don't think you can win against Mickey Mouse. Yeah. Hayate the Combat Butler is another one that's pretty close. They have a lot of joke episodes in between. But they have consistent arcs. Ah, okay, yeah. That's an anime I haven't heard about in a long time. Yeah, awareness of Doraemon, Kamen Rider, Preacher, Sailor Moon, answer reading of other manga often because they get referenced. Well, the thing is that like I feel like the average anime fan has like a pretty solid knowledge of stuff like Sailor Moon. Like I feel like if it aired on TV when you were a kid, it probably you have some passing knowledge of it, right? I think Rose of Versailles is another one that gets referenced a lot that nobody notices. Like, once you know what to look for, you will see it everywhere. But, like, if you don't know what to look for, you're just like, oh, huh, I guess they're just drawing them like that for some reason. Yippee! Okay. My bad decisions are paying off. Do I only get 1,000 points? Yes, but it means that you don't get 1,000 points. I love all the outfits in Gundam Wing as a kid. It turns out it's all Rosa Versailles. I know, okay. Literally, any time in an anime, if you watch like any show and the characters are putting on a musical and like it's probably doing Rosa Versailles. It's probably doing Rosa Versailles. Like, I think the Rosa Versailles stage musical gets referenced more than like any other Rosa Versailles related thing. But like, you do still see some other stuff from it. There was also, if you're ever watching an anime and you see like they do this thing where like the last shot of a scene fades into like a watercolor rendering of that same shot. That's also not necessarily a Rosa Versailles reference, but the director of Rosa Versailles was like very known for doing those kinds of shots. Like, it's like a I don't know if there's a word for it. It's like dramatic fade to watercolor, I guess. It was like a very common thing that director did. The Dazaki postcard. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I knew there was a word for it, I just wasn't sure. Because he did it for his other shows too, but I think like, I feel like Rosa Versailles is the one I usually keep seeing referenced. Yeah, I heard the other day some Swedish actor died who's the most beautiful boy in the world or something. Or something. Yes. There's a lot of things that are just like random influences, I guess, when it comes to anime and manga. You know what? I'm gonna make bad decisions. Okay. But yeah, I try to think too, oh, there's also another, tennis anime. It's called Ace o Nerae, or Aim for the Ace. And it is like another one that was like super successful in its time, like very influential on other stuff. Nobody outside of Japan has ever watched this thing. Well, I mean, a few people have, but like, it was a popular manga. Yeah, Aim for the Ace, also Dazaki. Yeah, the original one, I think. Because Aim for the Ace actually got 2 adaptations. Because I think the original one was like a 25 episodes, and it like initially didn't perform that well, and it didn't adapt the whole story. But then I think it got like reruns or something, and then it got popular again. So they made a remake that was called like Shin Eso Nerae, which was like a bit more polished, I guess. And that one I think covered the whole series. But the thing is that like Shin Eso Nerae is like, fan subs for Shin Eso Nerae don't exist. Like, unironically, they just don't exist. Nobody has ever tried to subtitle this thing in English. Not even fan subs, not official subs. Like, it just, they don't exist. Nobody has ever done it. I checked a few years ago, and I checked again recently, and, like, no one's done it. Ace on Nerae was another one that was just for otaku before we had the term weebs. So a crowd of kids, like the goth people who shop a Hot Topic, few pop culture girlies who like the outfits they saw when the anime VHS was on display. Yeah. Well, that was like... It was known and it got just barely before mainstream, and a year passed and everyone forgot about it. Yeah, well that's the thing is that like... I wonder too if it got exported to like Europe. I feel like that's also probably another possible thing that happened. Yay! I'm still in winning. Yeah, time to be the change you want to see. Time to... I mean, somebody, I think there might be some people who are trying to translate the manga, but... Yeah. Yeah, the people who read that manga half the time were tourists and did get called tourists because people were desperate to have extra members in the first place. But yeah, no, I think the thing is that like a lot of shoujo manga, I think, is specifically just like fell in the cracks when it comes to like both translations at the time and also translations later. Like even Rose of Versailles didn't have like an official English release until like 2015 or something. Like it took a long time. I think there would have been a company that like bought the rights to it, but they just like sat on it for a while. Yeah, it took a long time to get the Rose of Versailles in English, despite the fact that it's like extremely well known in Japanese. Like, I think it's weird because like if you ask the average anime fan, I feel like more people here know about Utena than know about Rose of Versailles. But like when I was in Japan with the, you know, the people I talked to who, I mean, admittedly were not like super otaku. So like they were not like super knowledgeable of anime, but like nobody knew what Utena was and everybody knew what Rose of Versailles was. So it's like this is a big deal. Where's my headphones? I'm trying to like switch to the other headphone. Where did I put my headphones? Where did I put my headphone case? Is it in my pocket? It's not in my pocket. Yeah. Dizaki did all the foundational works. Midori wants to talk about Mighty Orbots or his Hamtaro movies. Wait, he did Hamtaro movies? Yeah, I know about Rose of Versailles, but not really Utena, only in passing for the latter. Yeah, I mean, but if you're in Europe, I mean, Rose of Versailles actually did get exported to Europe at the time. Like, I think there's like a French dub and an Italian dub. I know there was an Arabic dub. I remember, isn't Rose of Versailles mangaka kind of crazy? I don't think she's like super crazy. I think she's known for being very specific with what her works are used for. I know people have joked that like if Rose of Versailles is ever used to like promote a product, you can know that she probably has that product in her house. Like there's like a Rose of Versailles scrubbing bubbles ad. Like I think she's known for being like very specific about how she wants her work to be used. Yeah, Europe has a very strong manga printing industry. I know, because I feel like every week I'm hearing about like some manga getting a French translation that would absolutely probably never get an English one. Did I just unreachy? No, I did reachy. Why did the music not start? Did I not reachy hard enough? Yeah. You can't just unreachy. I don't know. Like, the glasses are there, so I know I am in reachy, and the hand is moving, but like the music didn't start. They're ruining my moment. my grand reachy moment. Tankobons in the US $13, in Europe €7. Yeah. They are kind of expensive here. That was the other thing I noticed in Japan is that like no! Moiter. I don't think I ever saw a manga in Japan that was more than like more than like 1,000 yen, unless it was like a special edition thing that came with something else. Like some of them would come with like, oh, this comes with like a poster, or comes with like a little like, you know, mini pouch, or like some kind of collectible item. Unless it was one of those ones, they were never more. Like I feel like the average manga was about 800 yen. Did you set the Ricci music to random? That includes done. You know what? You're probably right. You're probably right. That's probably it. I'm making bad decisions, but that's okay. But yeah, I don't know. What is it with Hamtaro? Isn't there also like some Hamtaro game that somebody else like important worked on? Like was it like I seem to remember there's like one absurdly good Hamtaro game apparently. What is it about Hamtaro that's like attracting all these big names? Did they just have like was it just like a franchise that made a lot of money so they could like hire all the biggest names to work on it, or did everybody just really like Hamtaro? I don't know, I never got into Hamtaro. Like I knew that it existed, but like I never got super into it. I don't know if I was just, no, I was in the right demographic for it too, I think. I wonder if there's like a link. Because I was thinking about this recently. I'm like, I wonder if, because like, I was talking to a friend about Ouran High School Host Club, and I was like, you know, I wonder if there's like some kind of like link between like people who liked Tamaki from Ouran High School Host Club and people who liked Jinchi from Apothecary Diaries. And now I'm thinking, I'm like, is there a link between people who liked Hamtaro as a kid and people who liked Chikawa as an adult? There's gotta be some kind of link, right? Ooh. Yay. Still not winning, but still not losed. All right. We continue. It's not my turn. Lurker! I think Lurker... Lurker is in jail again. Ah, there we go. He's alive. He's alive. He is living. He is a whack. I don't know. I had a very bad a whack. I started to stream late because I was so bad at a whacking. I was so bad at a whacking. I was like honk shoe the entire time. I don't know. I guess I just went to bed late. You know, I thought that going to my parents for a bit would fix my sleep schedule. And I came back and then it didn't. I came back and I was like, oops, going to bed at 3 a.m. again. Oops. But then again, I guess Thursday nights are weird. Because Thursday nights I go to, I have a Japanese class on Thursday nights. And usually I don't get home until late. Because like it ends at 9, right? So usually I'm on my way back. And usually by the time I get home, it's like after 10 p.m., you know, depending on like weather and buses, you know? So that's why I'm just like, I got home and I still had more things to do. So I'm like, there's a lot going on. And now I'm sleepy again. How could they do this to me? Want to go back and sleep. I want to be sleeping. I don't know. I guess you can click sleep schedule off of your Eggy bingo. Poor sleep schedule. Did not a whack on time. Because, yeah, again, usually... But then again, I think also, too, like... There's a bingo. No, it's not like an official thing. A while back, somebody had made... I think I was trying to make suggestions for, like, an EGGY bingo. I don't know if the VOD is still up. I don't know if somebody clipped it. But, like, there's just topics I tend to keep bringing up, right? So, you know, the passage of time, like... That's one of them. Bad sleep schedule, that was another one. EGGY tells an anecdote about when she was in Japan is another one. We have the list in Discord, yeah. What was the list again? I'll have to pull it up. Hold on. I should have pinned that. I probably have to scroll up for it. I should have pinned it. Hold on, let me see. It was a few weeks ago. Hold on, I'm still scrolling up. It's gotta be somewhere in here. It was before this. It was definitely before this. Oops. Oh, wait, hold on. No, I'm not doing that. There we go. It wasn't that long ago. It can't have been that long ago. It was before this karaoke stream. It can't have been that long ago. How many weeks ago was this? Time is... Check one off for passage of time. Check another one off for passage of time. Was it a screenshot? Or was it like a list? Oh, here we go. We found it. We found it. EGGY bingo. Washroom. I get up and go to the washroom and leave the words washroom on the screen. Complaints about Anime North. Passage of time. Diet and exercise talk. When I was in Japan. Public transport or walkable cities. Complaints about living in basement. Old people suites. Actually. Sleeping and whacking. Feeble. What is and isn't a vegetable. Meow meow. I go nah. I go ooh. I say something in French, or I mention French. I go yeah, yeah, yeah. I talk about fashion. I say the words nice and good. I complain about unemployment. I forgot to turn on the TTS. I talk about a thing I bought the other day. I complain about how unbalanced my channel points economy is. EGGY discusses a controversial topic despite the channel rule saying not to. EGGY sister mention, and I think there was Canada moment. September 22nd, it was about a month ago. Okay. But like a lot can happen in a month. How was September 22nd only a month ago? What happened to the entire month of September? Water the eggplants? Alright. There we go. You make the rules. You set the channel rules. I know. I know. I know. It also means I have so much power. I'm not privy to the channel rules. Not privy. No, I am privy. That's the whole point. I'm not subject to the channel rules. Eggy, drink water. I am subject to that rule, though. I will drink water. Yeah. I know before I left for my trip, I tried to do the thing where you like gargle with salt water, because apparently it's supposed to help with like various throat ailments, but I don't think it helped. I think I just swallowed a bunch of salt water. I'm really bad at gargling. I'm really bad at it. I also think I made the water way too salty, because like I looked up instructions afterward and they were like, sprinkle a little bit of salt into water, and I'm like, oops, I had put in an entire tablespoon. It turns out that the water does not actually need to be that salty, and that having saltier water is not actually helpful. You just need a little bit of salt. But it also helps if you actually, you know, gargle it and not swallow it. Turns out swallowing salt water is not actually that good for you. It will not help your throat. I don't know. I guess I just like... I try to gargle water and it just like... I end up just... Either my hair, like my head is in the wrong position, or like... I don't know. I feel like I end up either like swallowing it. Yeah, gargling with salt water can help. Yes, that's assuming that you can gargle. Let's go. Boom. Okay. Congratulations, Lurker, who, despite... Lurker has succeeded in the face of adversity here. And I have gotten second place in the face of Lurker. Thank you for playing. Thank you for playing. Alright, I think we'll do one more. Because it looks like for Upside Down, it has to be a 2-wind match, I think. Or maybe I just set it up that way, and then now it's too late to change it. Missed half the game, still won. Good job. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'll do one more. I think I'll do one more since these are so long. Wait, there's a second outfit for Gintoki? I saw that last night. I saw that just now. I didn't know. I guess I'll have to look into that. I didn't know there was a second outfit for him. There is saline nose spray with decongestants, and yeah, which is useful in some cases. Yeah. Upside Down is 2-win by default. Yeah. Yeah. Dara's gonna farm me. Unfortunate. Yeah, Gintoki has Sadaharu skin. Yeah, that's what I was like looking at, like, wait a second. Your guy doesn't look like my guy. What's going on here? What's going on? Alright. Okay. Yippee! Let's go. Huh? Oh, okay. But yeah, I'm just like... I'm bad at gargling. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it was because I read somewhere that you actually need, like, if you're salting pasta, you actually need way more salt than you think in your water. Whereas I guess if you're gargling salt water, you need way less salt than you think. I guess salt water is a kind of a subjective term. Just gargle your pasta water. I mean, to be fair, I guess with pasta water it's more diluted, right? I mean, I don't know, pasta, but then I don't know, would starches help? I don't think starches would help your throat. Like, cause like pasta water has like, it's starchy. I mean, I guess maybe not. I guess if you gargle it before you put the pasta in, I guess. Like, starches would not hurt. Yeah, but like, I don't know, would it help? I feel like it probably wouldn't taste very good. I feel like it wouldn't taste very good. Because usually when I think about like pasta water, I think about like when you're like, was it like pasta oglio, aglio, eglio? The one where you like mix the pasta water with like olive oil. I've tried making that one and then I find out that you need way more olive oil than you think. I think that's why I've failed both times I've tried it. Like, I think I skimp out on the olive oil and then I'm like, I can't believe that there's no sauce. Unbelievable. Then it's not pasta water. Yeah, then it's just salt water. Exactly. And like, I don't even know. Like, I feel like pasta water doesn't necessarily have to have salt in it. Like, what if you just like forgot to salt your pasta water? And now it's just like saltless. And it's still pasta water. There's still starch in it. Damn, the thing I wanted but didn't do is missing. Who could have seen this coming? What are you talking about? Googling this a bit, this seems a familiar phrase. What, pasta water? Yeah, and then the pasta's bland. The pasta's bland, yeah, but it's still pasta water. It might not be good pasta water, but like, it'll be pasta water, right? It's like how, like, even if you get like the worst possible tomato sauce on like the worst possible crust with the cheapest possible cheese, that's still a pizza. It's not a good pizza, but it's a pizza. Truly is a scary day. I had to pay rent and bills. I'm scared to the core. Ooh. Actually, I remember. Okay, everybody check off Japan on the bingo card. The first time I ever had to pay rent was on Halloween of 2023. Or sorry, no, Halloween of 2022. It was like, ooh, rent. Real life is scary. Ooh, rent. Ooh, additional charges. I can't remember what they called them, but they were like the charges that they used for like upkeeping the common areas. Ooh. And then I had to pay those separately because I wasn't quite sure how to pay them. Ooh. What's more scary, living in my parents' basement for years. Ooh, family members. Ooh, spooky, scary. Ooh. I'd love a basement apartment. I'd love an apartment. You want to trade? You want to trade? I'd love to be out of the basement. We're already playing a scary tile game. Yeah, look, I even picked the little ghosts for the back of my tiles. Because it's scary. It's scary. Trying to, this is, I'm trying to think of like, more like Monster Zhong Scare. Yeah, but you see, if you lose demons, if you lose a little bit, you get to become a bit more powerful for when you eventually do win. Charlotte's just both travel to another continent. Ooh. Yeah, basement apartments are brutal. I don't... Ooh, lack of daylight. I don't know. I think maybe some people are more, like, sensitive to the lack of daylight. Because personally, like, I struggle to get up in the morning if there's not enough daylight in my room. But also, like, my grandma is the kind of person who keeps all her blinds closed at all times. So, I don't know. Somehow she's lived her whole life doing this. Because, like, the logic that she told me was that, like, she does it because, like, sunlight can, like, cause, like, the carpet and the furniture to get faded. Which I guess is fair. But I don't know. I guess I would just somehow rather have light, I guess? I don't know. I guess if you can live without, like, daylight coming through your windows, then you are stronger than me. Like, I like living up high. Like, I'm in my tower. I like living in a place, like, that was one thing I liked in Japan, is I was on the 5th floor of my building. And I liked living in a place where I could look out the window and, like, see the world happening, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, because before that, right, like, the room I had as a kid, our house was like a bungalow, right? So it was like, all I saw out the window was the backyard, right? And maybe the neighbor's yard. And then we moved, and we were in a townhouse, and I was further up, but, like, most of what I could see was just across the street, right? Like, I could not see anything past the other side of the street. But, like, when I looked out my window in Japan, it was like, oh yeah, I see, like, the kombini, and I see people walking in the street below, and I see there was, like, a tennis court nearby. I would see people playing tennis. Like, I could see the world happening, even if I wasn't, like, even if I was home. The world was still happening. Let's go! I mean, not for me, but, like, on your behalf, let's go. Yeah. Well, that and all the water heaters and stuff are likely in the basement, plus the foot traffic all the time, the cold in the winter, yeah. I know there's been construction near me recently, and I think that's also been, like, something I've been hearing happening, because I think they're digging. Yeah, I keep my blinds closed because it's way too bright otherwise. I don't know. I remember the other day, like, a few weeks ago, the cleaning... Because my grandma has, like, somebody who comes and cleans the house every once in a while. And she opened a window. And I was like... I went upstairs, and I'm like, it's like a whole new house. Like... She just, like, opened the window to let stuff air out, and I was like, whoa. I don't know, maybe I'll open my window a little bit after this. Although it's very cloudy and it might rain, so I might have to close it, like, immediately after. I like living in a place. Yeah, I like feeling like I live in a place and not just, like, in a pod, you know? Like, my house is still part of the earth, as opposed to, like, a separated pod from everything else. The only thing that we started that construction I got woken up for was digging out water mains outside my window. I couldn't hear my phone 5 inches from me full volume all week. I like living under my rock. Please don't make me go outside or let the outside in. It's like, no. I want to be able to see the outside even if I'm not in the outside, you know? I do not want to be under a rock. Please let me out from underneath my rock. Thank you. I crave natural light. Please give windows. My grandparents lived in a 30th floor penthouse in Chicago next to the lake. They can see the whole town and a huge part of the lake. Expensive, though. Yeah, it's too bright for me because it makes it hard to see the images on my monitors. The sunlight also heats up the room significantly. That's fair. I mean, my room at my parents' house was like facing the sun, right? In the afternoon. So my room would get very, very warm in the afternoon. Especially if I had my computer running. But it was also nice because I would wake up and there was sunlight, so I had that going for me. But I can't say I ever had trouble like seeing my monitor during the daytime. I think that might just be more of like because of where I put the computer in the room compared to like where it actually was. But I don't know, I guess I'm also at the point where I'm like, I look at screens all day. Let me look at something else. Yeah, their HOA is way more than my rent. Oh yeah, that's like a thing in the States, isn't it? I don't know, I don't even think about that. I'm not even sure that's a thing we have to worry about in Canada. Yeah, I mean... Then again, maybe, I don't know. Oh, are you kidding me? Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Does Canada have HOAs? Okay, maybe they exist in very rich neighborhoods, but I've never lived in a very rich neighborhood, so I wouldn't know. They sort of exist, but not to the extent that they do in the States. Like, where my parents, well, I guess where they still live, they had something that was like, sort of an HOA, but like, as far as I know, they didn't collect like members' dues. It was kind of more just like a community organization, like a community association. They put on a barbecue like once a year. They'd have meetings about, you know, issues in the area. But it wasn't like, they're not gonna like come to your house and tell you that your lawn isn't mowed enough, you know? Like, even in places where they do exist, I think it's one of those things where it's like, they don't have nearly the power they do in the States, I think. Yeah, like, I think... Yeah, they're an extra layer of local government. Canada does have mandatory ones, and they can make rules. I guess I've just, like, never lived in a neighborhood that had one. Because, like, I've never... Maybe some neighborhoods in other provinces do? I don't think I've ever heard anyone being like, oh yeah, they were, like, knocking on my door because, like, I didn't mow my lawn or something. Because I think the other thing, too, is that, like, with some neighborhoods, like, if the neighborhood is largely people who rent, then there's not really a point in having a homeowners association because the actual owners of these homes are, like, not living there, right? Like, I don't know. My friend who got married also recently bought a house. And I don't remember her talking about anything with, like, HOAs at all. So it's possible, maybe her neighborhood just doesn't have one, but... Yeah, I got to see her house, though. It's nice. It's, like... At first I was wondering, because I didn't realize that they had moved. So, like, I remember I was, like, checking the address, and I was like... is this the right house? And then I, like, looked in their window, and they had, like, this very, like... elaborately silly looking carved pumpkin, and I'm like, okay, no, that's definitely her place. But yeah, her house is old. It has cold storage. It has like a cold cellar in the basement. It's very scary. It makes a very like horror movie sounding noise when you open and close it. Like, it's not like a screech, but it's like when you close it, it makes this like very like thunk, like this very like heavy like thunk. Like it's like, this is like the sound that gets made after you've like sealed a demon in there. Like it was horror movie noises. But yeah, she has a backyard. They'll have a backyard. They got a barbecue. They have 2 stoves right now, but one of them is just basically being a counter and it's not plugged in. They have many couches and lots of plushies lined up on them. And they both have like an office space. And she finally got the figures that she had been searching for years. And she has them in her office space. I need to get, you know what I need to get? I need to get one of those like, because she had one of those like, you know those like clear, those like shelves people use for displaying their figures? You know the ones that like the clear glass ones? She had one of those and I'm like, I need to get one of those. They got money, they're doing the polygamy thing. I mean, they did get a mortgage, so it's not like they paid it all up front. But whoops. Oops. 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 I have one, they're great. Yeah, I need to get one. My mom, like one of the things I was doing when I was at my parents' was like, my mom's like, yeah, you need to put away all your figures. But like a lot of them were very dusty, and it's because I just like left them out on the shelf. I just displayed them on my shelf, and I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I should have like something to prevent dust from getting in. Because I know people also use them to display like other merch. Like I guess if you have like, I mean, I guess maybe not wall scrolls, but like acrylic stands, or some people I think just put stuff in there instead of putting it in a Anita bag. Like if you have like buttons or pins or something. Well, houses in Canada are like medium 500k. You need like 10% down at minimum to even get to look at it. I'm not actually sure. I'm not sure how much their house cost. I can say that one of them has a very well-paying job. But even then, they still had to, like, figure out something for the mortgage, because there was still some other hurdle they needed to get over. But I was surprised, though, because I remember back in May, when I was talking to her, she was like, yeah, we're thinking of getting a house, but I figured, like, it was a thing that was happening, like, in the distant future. But no, they literally moved in, like, August. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess it wasn't the distant future. It was a much nearer future than I thought. Yeah. Yeah, more generally, Canada has an insane housing market on the whole. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm still in the position of, like, maybe one day I'll be able to afford rent. So I haven't even thought about owning a house. I don't think it's ever even crossed my mind. I feel like they move before married, yeah, by like 2 months. I don't know, I feel like by the time I was like old enough to understand the idea of homeownership, houses were already expensive. Are you kidding me?
それだロン
Expensive.
リーチピンフタンヤオドラドラさんハネマン
Oh, are you kidding me? I'm dead. I've been murdered. I've been murdered. There's farming. I have been sown and reaped. Egg murder. Murder of egg. Murder of egg. Alright, what time is it? It's almost 4 p.m. I think I'm good for now. I think I'm good for now. Thank you for the game. Thank you for playing. Thank you for being here. Thank you to the gods of Mahjong for supplying me with all of these... with all of these new characters to play with. Actually, I want to see, because I know there was also mention of a new outfit, but I think it's for a character that I don't have. Decoration? No. Oh, right, here we go. No, I don't have outfits for him. There was somebody who had a new outfit, but unfortunately I think it's for a character I don't have, so... Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for the stream. Thank you for being here. So, I think the next stream is also going to be Mahjong. It's also going to be Mahjong. It will be on Monday. If the event is still going, I actually did like the, I did like the upside down mode, so I might actually do that again. On Monday. On Monday. For Mahjong. I promise to be on time on Monday as well. I will make sure to sleep lots this weekend. And come back and be a nice and rested Eggy. So, I think we will raid somebody. And I hope you have a very... Ooh, actually, tonight is Halloween. I should do something for a spoopy Halloween. Yes. 11 more days for Gintama. Okay, I have plenty of time then. I have like another week or two. Yeah, it's a pretty long event. Yeah, like it's going until... What's today? Today's the 31st. Yeah, we got like another few weeks into November for that. Let's see who's on though. Yeah, I had plenty of three-sided waist tempai. Should I be able to bring that over the line? You gotta try. But you gotta see. Okay. So I don't know if I'll do anything tonight because I am on the fence. I am on the fence. Because on one hand, part of me is like, I should do something for Halloween. On the other hand, I'm also just like... my voice... I'm like, do I have... Because I'm like, part of me is like, I want to do Halloween karaoke, but I'm also just like, do I have the voice to do Halloween karaoke right now? Like... I still have to do some recording for something as well. So I'm like, And I'm like, okay, what else can I do? Horror game? I don't know if I want to do horror game. I guess we could watch Over the Garden Wall again. In the Discord server. We could do that. We could do that, maybe. I don't know. Would you be down for it? At like, I don't know. What time is it now? It's almost 4 p.m. I don't know, at like 8:30. Watch along in Discord of Over the Garden Wall. I guess we can do that. I guess we can do that. We might as well. It's the Halloween tradition. It's the Halloween tradition. I guess we can... Yeah, we can do the Halloween tradition then. I guess, you know, 8:30 p.m. tonight in the EGGY Discord server. Yeah, I guess I could do that. We could do that. That could be fine and okay. Might as well. Gotta do something for Halloween. But until then, let's see who we can raid. Who can we raid? Who can keep you entertained until 8:30 p.m. tonight? Beba's on, but we raided her yesterday. Oh, does anybody know if any of the new Face Connect girls, take raids? Because, Nitya is online. I guess I can try raiding her? I don't know if they take raids. I don't see why they wouldn't, but... Like, if we're gonna have a Zhong stream, I might as well raid into Phase Connect, you know? Let's see what she's doing, though. Once, you know, I get out of the ad zone. Alright. Why wouldn't they? I don't know, I've tried to raid people before and they didn't. I feel like the other Phase girls take raid, so I don't see why she wouldn't. Let's give it a try. Let's do raid. Neat, yeah, underscore neat. There we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. Let's just do EGGY raid since it's our first time raiding. Yeah. EGGY raid. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do EGGY raid. Let's do EGGY raiding. Let's do EGGY raiding. So, yes, as I said, 8:30 tonight, we will watch over the garden wall, as is Halloween tradition. After that, I will not be on this weekend, but I will be on Monday, where we will zhong once more. On the correct day this time. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for being nice and good. Is that the right channel? Yeah, this is the right channel. It's the correct channel. It's the right one. I don't think there's another one. But yes, I will see you on Monday. Right here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being nice and good. Thank you, Twitch eggplants and YouTube eggplants. And thank you, bye-bye. And look at my cool end card, which I will pick the right scene this time, so it's not the waiting screen, it's the end card.